Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the number one podcast in the high desert, ROIL TALK. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you guys so much for giving us a shout and listening. Allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Joe.
Adam.
Jake.
And we got Jorge behind the desk over there making us look and sound good. What an eventful fucking week, boys.
Facts.
We got a lot to talk about today, but first let's get our guest involved because he's really, this is going to be a good one. I'm super excited for today's episode. So, Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gathered today. I'm just kidding. Fighting out of the red corner. He holds a record of 23 wins, 3 losses. Fighting out of the wild card gym, or I forgot the other one. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Rocco Santomauro. That was good, right? That was good. Come on. It wasn't San Maturo.
Santomauro.
My baby boy's here. My baby boy's here.
Santomauro.
He's fucking good looking as always. Rocco, thank you, baby, for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me.
So what's new, champ? Talk to us.
Nothing new, man. In the gym like always, putting in the work like always. Like you said, I'm over at Wildcard. I'm also over at Brick House Boxing Club. Those are like my homes away from home. I'm down there 6 days a week, North Hollywood. But yeah, when I'm not training, I'm training people now.
Good for you.
Also helping out over here, my buddy Carlos over at the Lord's Ring. I visited him a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that over there?
It's nice. He's got that 24-hour access to that gym.
Yeah.
Like if you sign up for the gym, I've never heard of that. So you can go in at any time.
That's how it is at TG.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
This is a fitness gym or weightlifting gym or
It's a boxing gym. It's the first.
It's over there at 24 now. Like how
Yeah,
Jake has TG area, they have that for the ring.
But it's a separate business.
Yeah.
It's
in
not
24 hour?
yeah.
It's
Up here, 24?
it's connected to it, but it's not 24-hour.
Gotcha.
It's not part of 24-hour
Oh,
fitness.
okay.
It's its
right next
own
door to it?
business.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's attached to it.
So this is Apple Valley right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
You live up here, Rocco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
live out
very-
here. Yeah. I got 2 little girls out here, so.
Okay. You drive all the way down to North Hollywood for
Yep.
training and stuff?
Yep. There's nothing out here for me.
Yeah.
usually.
So you commute back and forth?
Yep. And again, I came back to California for my kids. I was in Las Vegas for 9 years.
What
So-
years were you out there?
I think I went out there like 2014, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, 2000, maybe even sooner. I gotta look back at it. No,
Yeah.
what am I saying? Maybe 2011.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
when I was out there then. too.
Yeah, I was out there for a while though. I went out there to debut professionally.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So
How old are you?
37.
30.
I had
You had to think about that. Same age as me.
Oh, dude, yeah. I remember when I met this kid, I just walked into Hesperia Pride Boxing, and there's this fucking youngster in there who looks like Stallone in Rocky 3. Am I bullshitting? Am I bullshitting? Like, he looked like Stallone in Rocky 3. I'm talking
Chiseled?
chest, chiseled, but like Stallone. I'm telling you, he was a little Stallone.
Yeah.
Chiseled. I'm like, God damn, who's that fucking man? You know what? And I remember Al was like, oh, he's a kid. I'm like,
Al
get the
Paccioni.
fuck out. Al Papucci Paccioni.
Poochie Paccioni. Pooch.
And I'm tripping out. And I'm watching him work the bag. And I'm like, God damn, that fucker's fast. How he hits the bag. And I remember just blown away. So, like, there were the 2 top dogs in the gym. It was Rocco was the main one. And then it was always to me, you and Sammy. It was always to
Sammy,
me.
yeah, Sammy.
It was you and Sammy.
Sammy went pro. He's one of the very few guys from the high desert that came up out here and went professional. Sammy Yanegas. He was my teammate. Tough guy, half
Sparring
Filipino,
partner.
half Mexican.
God, dude, when they would spar, the gym would get quiet. Because you were seeing the cream of the crop in the ring.
Greatness, yeah.
Oh, dude, and everyone would be working the bags or doing our drills. But when Al came out, Rocco, Sammy, let's go. And Coach Sammy, who's his dad, he would get in the corner with Sammy and Rocco would be with Al. And man, it'd just be ding, ding. And you could hear a rat piss on cotton because everyone's just glued to the ring to watch these 2 studs fight. And it was art. It was art. It was beautiful.
And that's full spar, like full 100%.
Oh, yeah.
So we
You
go
guys
to
are-
war.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was always, dude, it was rough. Watching them go, it was, because Sammy was always in. Sammy was tight, compact. And Rocco just had a fucking different type of style, man. It was.
I was looking at your Instagram, dude. You're still jacked, dude. You're
Oh, yeah.
fucking
No,
cut.
I stay in shape.
Yeah. How much
it
you
was
weigh?
art.
Right now, I'm in the mid 20s, like upper 20s, below 30s. I'm ready for the
Really?
phone call. Yeah.
Damn, you look 150
Yeah,
though, like
yeah.
Jack.
Well, man, I fought 2 of the best in the world, and I thought I beat them, so I have to stay ready. Like
Is this recent?
One of-
or-
Within the last 2 years,
Okay.
right?
So, yeah.
But they're both world champions right now, so I'm like, and I thought I beat them, so I have to stay. In boxing, you're always one fight away.
That's right.
You're always one fight away.
What does that mean?
Like, one fight away from.
I mean, I
I
can get a phone call for some guy 19-0. I beat him. Boom, I'm right back in
title picture,
Uh,
title talk.
Gotcha.
Oh, so you're staying.
And I'm gonna run my mouth. I'm gonna post all the videos of me
Yeah.
having the highlights with these guys. Look, I'm the only guy that blah blah blah.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
there's ways to promote it. There's ways to wing it.
So are these two champions steamrolling everybody else, or they've had some battles?
Have they what? Have they steamrolled everybody else? No, they had some battles, but one guy, he beat the number 9 pound for pound world champion. Not just the world champion, like out of all the world champions, the number 9 best beat him in Japan, right? For 2 titles, right? So when I AK lost him, which I thought I beat him, a lot of people were like, yeah, Rocco did good. Yeah, he might have won, but you know how the A side, B side works. But if Rocco can't beat this guy, he'll never be a world champ. You know, and
So
now
you're
the
ready.
guy's
Okay.
not only a world champ, but two belt holding world champ and beat the number 9 pound for pound guy. And then again, the following guy I fought was
Warriors over there fucking
Watching
DMing
porn
bitches.
again.
Warrior, quit watching porn.
the following guy I fought was the Olympic gold medalist, WBC like intercontinental world champ. Right, I thought I won half the rounds with him. Close fight, but again with the commentary and all the A side B side stuff, I took the L on that. But those two guys are fighting each other for all those belts now, and I'm like,
What does that mean? A side, B
I was just
side.
gonna say.
A side, B side. Right now, this is a big thing in boxing. This is like what defines boxing right now. A side, the side that has the big fan base, the money
I
side.
sell tickets.
In this case, the promoter is Eddie Hearn, who's British, and even though he has American fighters, he wants to promote British fighters. He has the only Olympic gold medalist fighting for him, right? So that's like a big money maker. And the guy's Muslim, from that area. There's a whole crowd of people that he can attract. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
There's
about
money
it's
behind
about the
it.
money too.
Oh, it's always about money. Boxing's always about the money.
Money.
Money runs
Money
the show.
marketing,
That's why you
right?
have Jake Paul right now in the show. He's making money. He's bringing money. We wouldn't let him in the show if he wasn't bringing money, right?
Right.
But it's always about money. So those two guys, anyways, those two L's that I took, they're fighting each other for all those belts, and I'm watching them, and I'm like, I could get any phone call, any one little fight can get me right back in the rankings.
Right.
So I'm always staying ready, and not to mention I have good connections in boxing. I have good friends in boxing that are always looking out for that opportunity for me too.
You know, it's crazy. It's like I feel like that's for almost anything, right? Because thinking about music, right? How many people out there sing fucking amazing, right? Great voice, but they're never gonna get anywhere because they're marketing. It's like they're self marketing, right? You gotta make yourself like Jake Paul, right? Like who gives a fuck? But
Back on
his
that,
marketing's so good, you know?
I didn't do the social media thing.
Yeah.
Like
right.
when I was coming up, Instagram was cool, but like I went through a lot of like personal baby mama drama court stuff, and I just always delete my social media. I didn't think that it was gonna define your whole career. Right. There's a lot of fighters getting signed that suck.
Right.
But they got
Good
15,000
marketing,
followers.
right.
Local promoters like, okay, I can work with that because I
Right.
can sell 300 tickets. Boom, bam, bam.
Right.
It works out. So it's not a bad.
It's all
way,
numbers, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
It's all numbers.
It is numbers. It is numbers.
Well,
It's
think-
important to have the numbers though. It's
You
not.
know Lexi and Rizzo,
Yeah.
right? So they basically film and market fighters, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of them that they film and market are younger dudes, like in their teens, right?
Yeah.
Coming up. And the parents are paying them like, yo, their trainers are like, yo, you got to market these kids because they're really good and they have great potential, but start the Instagram shit now. You know what I mean? Give them a name, you know?
Start
But,
building.
but now that's getting flooded, right? Because
Yeah.
now everybody's doing it, right?
right?
So everybody's got this perfect Instagram, perfect reels, perfect. So
Right,
That's gonna
right.
get
That's a good
saturated.
point.
It's a matter of how you stand out. It's a
Yeah.
matter of how you make yourself stand out.
Yeah,
Out
so-
of the company.
Speaking of standing out, can we talk real quick about our video this week?
Sure, we went viral. I'm proud of everybody.
So Monday morning, I wake up to a text from Rizzo, and he's like, "Hey, dude, my old coworkers just sent me this," and he's like, "Dude, you're on this video," and he sent it to me. First thing, I just woke up too, so I wake up, I look at it, and the caption's like, "These guys are fucking disrespecting the craft. They're wasting weed. They're blah 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 blah." Right? It's like a whole thing, and I was like, man, fuck this motherfucker, right? So I like start getting heated, right? And Rizel's like, wait, relax, don't go after him. I was like, no, fuck that.
Were you in the hot tub?
No, I just woke up. So I sent it to the group, right? And then I reposted it and I was like, thanks for the repost. And then he liked it, the person who posted it. And then I said, no tag. And he's like, dude, I just found it on Instagram, on YouTube, and I didn't know who to tag, you know? So he's like, I'll add all your tags right now. And then dude fucking just went.
So you guys have been chatting it up though?
Since then, yeah. So we kind of went back and forth, and then I was like, thanks, man, I guess. And he was like, dude, I use ChatGPT just to make shit go viral. He's like, these are our other pages. And I clicked on all of them. They're all over 100, 200,000 followers. And I was like, all right, you know. And then he was really cool. He's like, dude, I wish I could have been there in that hot box. He didn't want to talk shit, but that's what made the post go viral. You know what I mean? And so I was like, okay, so he's using his tools, right? And then he was super cool after that. No disrespect. He was a super nice guy. They want to come on the podcast, so I'm working on getting some dates with them. They're down in San Diego.
Okay, cool.
Not bad.
But yeah, dude, and then fucking Adams like goes ham on all the comments, dude. It was so funny. You notice it was like half people talking shit and then half people.
Dude, everybody, a lot of people want to be a part of it. And
yeah.
Some people that can't be a part of it are pissed. Like,
right.
This is waste.
Yeah.
Waste of what?
Right, yeah.
Please tell me.
Yeah, we did a big old huge. How many pounds?
It was a 3-pound hot box we did. Wax. We let off 3 pounds in the thing. Hey, can you show the clip real quick?
What are people complaining about?
That day was a waste.
It was a waste.
Yeah.
Waste of weed. And
Yeah, they're starving kids.
Wax,
dude,
right?
Some of the comments, bro, were I was dead, dude. Like the dude who posted the fucking
There's some good comments.
What was the one with oh my god, the black guy who died?
George Floyd.
George Floyd.
Yeah, somebody posted a George
and
Floyd.
he's like, I can't breateve.
I was like, oh no.
I was crying. Yeah, dude, watch this. It's 1.4 million views right now.
I typecasted myself.
That's our boy Rizal right there.
Man, I'm like, oh shit, I can't even.
Good boy Adam.
Guys, that really freaks me out. I'm part of the 3-pound dab, and I don't take any responsibility for what happens after.
Everyone was talking shit about Connor leaving a paper
Yeah,
on the thing.
Fucking Connor. I thought you went back and got it though.
I didn't realize until later he did that.
He's the one that fucking extracted it all.
Yeah.
So we've done that 3 times.
Dude, it smells great, dude.
And it's epic.
Here we go, baby. It's gonna get way worse over the next few minutes. Watch. Yeah, dude. So.
It's just wax.
Yeah, dude. People were like, "Oh, what a waste! They're disrespecting the craft," and I was like, "Oh, God, quit being such a fucking."
Everyone's got something to say.
There's no craft in wax.
Dude.
Well, I mean, from what I've read.
Dude, I was reading the comments, just dying, reading everybody's comments. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But good job.
There's craft in it.
You weren't killing unicorns
There's craft in it.
back there.
What?
I said you weren't killing unicorns back there.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking, I mean, yeah, they said like, what a waste. And they're like, dude, 3 pounds is like a lifetime. It's like, dude, you know what's funny is that's the problem with people, right? Is they don't know and they're not in the industry, right? So to us, 3 pounds, do we make 10 pounds a day, Jorge? You're talking about 300 pounds a month we make, and you're talking like 3 pounds. That's not much to us, but to someone who's like not in the industry or doesn't know anything about it.
Well, that's why I comment. I say, well, when you got it on deck, it's not a waste. Son.
Yeah. I like the people that are like, it's their money, their shit. That what's wasteful? They actually made the video. That was the whole purpose of it, was to do 3 pounds, and they didn't waste it. They used it, Yeah. And I was like, all right. So that was wild, but yeah, it's kind of funny, dude. Just to
it's pretty. I was just saying the other day after that viral video, it's like I don't know. I feel like we were everywhere at some point. Like our videos and everything was.
Rizal
everywhere.
calls me. What was that, Thursday? And he's like breathing heavy. He's like, bro. So I just got out of I forgot what story he was in. And he's like, someone came up to me. He's like, you're that dude from the video. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he pulled up that video and he's like, that's you. And he's like, bro. He's like, 2 people have done that. And I was like, that's funny, dude. Like, because Rizal's never in the limelight. He's always in the background. And he's the first person on the video. So it was just funny to kind of like whatever. But yeah, what a wild fucking week.
It's definitely been a crazy week.
Yeah.
The other day, so a former fuck of mine. I'll say that properly with all due respect.
What does that mean?
What is okay? Well, hey, what are you doing? Hey, want to fuck? Sure.
Yeah. You up?
It,
You up?
So yeah, you WID. You look like okay. So, anyways, haven't seen her in years, And she hits me up. Well, this number texts me and says Jake, and I go, "Who wants to know?" Right? Who wants to know? Because I don't know the number. Who wants to know? Because my number's been the same since 2012, 13. So, anyways, and I'm like, I go, well, it's yada yada yada. I go, oh shit. She's like, can I call you? Yeah, call me. So I'm sitting outside. I'm smoking a joint, I'm relaxing. She calls me, goes, so she goes, I'm driving in the car with my husband. She's like, yes, my husband. I'm married now. I said, congrats. And she's like, we have a 5-month-old baby. I said, congrats, babe. Congrats to you guys. And she goes, well, that's beside the point. And I said, okay. So she goes, my husband, he's driving in the car and he's laughing nonstop and he's listening to this podcast. And I'm sitting there and I go, okay. And she goes, and then I hear someone make a comment and then I hear your laugh. And I go, that's Jake. But she's not saying it because she's like, she don't want to cause an argument. So she's like, that's Jake. What in the world is going on?
So now he's going to hear this, though, yeah?
Yeah, so, they're here now. Better. So listen. So fucking fast forward, she goes, so I'm just listening to your guys' comments, and this and that, and I'm laughing. And my husband just can't stop laughing. And then she goes fast forward to the nighttime. We're in the garage. My husband's smoking. And he's watching. He got you guys up on the TV screen in the garage. And then she's like, that is fucking Jake. Right? So she's laughing. So she's like, he's stoned. I'll let him know. So she's like, hey, babe. And he's like, yeah, what's up? She's like, I used to date him. And then she's like, you fucked Jake? Yeah, he's like, you were with Jake? You were with Jake? And she's like, yeah, like we used to hang out all the time. When? Like, when did this happen? Right? And she's like, oh, like 2013, 2014. What the fuck? Like, what's he like? What's he like? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And she's like laughing.
Like taste or what?
Just like, how do you want it? Like,
is he big?
Yeah. Oh, trust me, she's in the library. So anyways, we're like laughing. She's laughing and he's like, dude, like that's wild, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, he didn't trip, but I guess her husband's I don't want to say no names, but her husband's a big fucking fan of ROIL TALK.
Cool, thank you, Bubba.
Yeah,
thank you, brother.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, small world. We both deflowered the same woman, But anyways.
You just got the petals, I got the rose.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious. She thought he was going to be mad, but he like, you fuck Jake, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But hey, we appreciate the views, you know what I mean? But it's just, I don't know, it's an interesting week. It's been an interesting week. I feel like we've been everywhere as far as just that video. I don't know. I feel, and then Kathy reposted our shit, and I fucking got a shit.
Right after that, I did an interview with social.
Yeah, then I saw you post
from New York.
Posted you.
Yeah, she came down to visit the facility.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was
super
like
nice
perfect
lady.
timing,
dude. Which was weird because I told Jorge, I was like, no, because all I expected after that video went up was everyone to be like, no, fuck you, Rosin's the best, and because that was the argument. What was better, Rosin or BHO? But no one said anything. I was like, all right, cool. And then you put up spitting facts or whatever. So no, it was cool. Like, yeah, a lot of.
It's just boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like this week.
Funny like that one.
It's and then I went on last night. I went on Gifted. That was pretty cool. That was a good time. It just I don't know. It feels like we're a rocket ship right now.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's gonna lead to big things. And then we got Rocco coming on. We had Rocco on today, and it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like we're on fire right now. I'm pretty.
Speaking of which, Rocco.
Yes, sir.
Not Rocco.
Yeah.
2 C's.
Los Angeles has a hard time with Rocco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like
Rocco.
You ever seen the show Kingdom on Netflix?
No.
Frank Grillo.
Bro,
I'm buddies with Frank.
are you, dude?
You know what's funny
He's
is
like
I'm
he's at
friends.
Wildcard,
If I
no?
see,
He
he used to be. I met him at Churchill. He comes through Brick House a lot.
Okay.
His son trains at Brick House Remy. He goes everywhere. He's welcomed everywhere. But he's a guy. If I see, we see each other. Boom, big hug. I like him so much as a person. Right?
Seems like
I've never watched anything of his ever.
What?
And I like him so much as a person that I don't want. I like him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's so dope.
Yeah.
Like he's so fucking comes out of his way. Boom,
you guys
bam,
should
and
watch.
versus
I
me.
can't believe you haven't seen Kingdom, bro.
That's the
Yeah,
MMA
that-
show, right?
Dude,
So
it's
Juan
a fucking
Archuleta was
amazing
on that
show.
though, right?
Juan Archuleta's the fighter.
I know
He's
Nick
from
Jonas was on it with him.
Juan Archuleta was
Or no.
definitely he used to film with Nick Jonas on that.
Yeah.
He's a
Juan
fighter
Archuleta's
from
a
Hesperia.
Dude, because
Yeah.
Frank
Sultana.
puts
He's
fucking
a world
MMA like in that view
He
of
was-
what
he
it's
was.
like to be.
I don't think he holds the belt right now.
like on the ground,
No,
like
he's won
struggling to
world
get up.
champion,
You know, I feel like he did
multiple
the MMA craft like a good
Bellator?
deed with
Yeah.
that show. You know what I mean?
Bellator for sure.
Is
And
Bellator
You
still
like it,
around?
Jake.
No,
I'll check
but
it.
he's won world titles in like
Different organizations?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's badass.
He's the real deal. He's He's a real.
There's a small handful
He's
of
fucking
fighters
good.
who I think have come out of here. Archuleta, I think you, Reyes,
but
Garcia.
There's two Reyes, the
telling you
brother
that-
too.
Not bash on any, but as far as the wrestling goes, Archuleta's been killing people since like
Little, yeah, he's been a badass.
junior
since-
high. Him and his brother, all
Wasn't
of them.
there? Isn't there a brother too?
Yeah, his brothers, but he's the one that like he's
Excelled the
one that went-
most?
Yeah.
Are you cool with Angel Core at all, or like
With who?
what's his name?
Andrew
Corp?
Angel Court.
Do you know?
He's
Yeah, Angel Corp?
he's up in Barstow. That
I
big
don't
BKFC.
think I know him.
He came
I
on
don't think I
here.
know him.
He fights for BKFC.
Yeah, I just don't know him. I'm sure
he's
we'd get
a
along
stud,
fine
dude.
though.
He's a stud.
But Juan's a buddy. Yeah, Juan's helped me out a couple times when I needed places to train.
Juan Archuleta?
Same thing.
Yeah.
He's trained with me over at Floyd Mayweather's back in the day. But yeah, that guy's bad.
Like
Juan's
professional
bad.
mixed martial artist.
He's
So,
he's
yeah,
he's
MMA
one of the,
guy.
he's probably one of the best guys.
How
for
come
sure.
he's not? I
How
wonder
come
why he's
UFC
never been in
doesn't-
Because
UFC.
he didn't go the UFC route. He went the. I think there's a lot of blackballing.
Yeah,
right?
it seems
I'm
like
not
because
sure. I can't
his
speak for
talent-
him.
I'd say his talent is top 5 in that weight class that he's at.
He could beat anybody in the world.
Yeah, yeah,
That guy's he can box. He's got a former world champion as a boxing coach, and then Joe Stevenson's backed him up on from what I've seen and from what I understand.
Hey,
Joe Stevenson.
I didn't know
or they
one-
used to back. Him up.
One of the guys I went to high school with, he's a black belt train. I think he's a teacher over at Cobra Kai.
Uh-huh.
He was in Reyes' corner. Micah Jawson.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know he's one of the guys with big old beard. I looked on the page and I'm like, he's on a lot of the stuff and he has a black belt jiu-jitsu. He's a badass dude, but I didn't know he was. So I seen the video when Reyes got beat.
Mhm.
I'm like, what's Jizzy? Used to call him Jizzy, and he was in the corner, man.
You guys are aware we have a lot of like high school state wrestling champions in this area, like a lot. Like
Really?
Hesperia alone has like 8. Hesperia High School had like 8 state champions, which is a lot, like from the 90s on. And I know that Sultana has a shit ton because Juan Archuleta, like they have a lot. They have a lot of judo. Just like the ground game out here in the high desert is
Sick.
next level. Yeah,
Even old school Dan Henderson's from here.
Oh yeah.
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 And
There's a lot of gems that come out of this area.
I remember. What year did you move on from Al?
Oh man, I don't know. It was 2006, 2007 ish.
Yeah, because I left first, and then I remember you went, and then I remember
Fucked with it.
lost track. I lost track of you, and then it was years
I
later.
went to Danny Jimenez.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember years later, it was wild. I'm sitting in my old house, and I'm sitting down with my boy Daniel, my ex-wife, and I'm smoking a cigar in my man cave, and I'm watching Canelo Khan. And you know, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just smoking a cigar. We got piles of cash on the table. We're all making bets, doing rounds, and then I'm like, "What's the next fight?" And they said, "Samatoro." I'm like,
Samatoro.
"Rocco." And then even Amber's like, "Rocco," and then as my ex-wife, and then we're like, "Is that Rocco? That's no way." And then they go to the dressing room, and then you see him hitting pads. We're like, "Get the fuck out of
With
here!"
Shane Mosley.
With Shane Mosley, and I'm like, "What in the fuck?" And we sat there. We're watching this kid on pay-per-view,
Damn.
and I couldn't believe it. Like, you know, like, holy shit, this dude fucking made it.
Yeah.
He
I
made
got
it.
murdered that night.
Yeah.
That was my first loss. I was 14-0.
Ah.
He was 13-0. It was a bad training camp,
Yeah.
but a good life lesson.
100%. They're not losses. They're lessons.
Oh no, it was hilarious. To me, it was like in retrospect, it's almost like a comedy. I'm on the main stage where I want to be, undefeated. I got Sugar Shane Mosley in my corner, Roy Jones ringside, Lennox Lewis ringside, Oscar De La Hoya in the opposite corner, Bernard Hopkins in the opposite corner, Jane 80, referee, Roberto Duran to my left, right next to me because I was in training camp in Panama with Roberto Duran the last 3 weeks. Like everything that I would have dreamed of like as a kid, and it was just like, yeah. Not tonight, motherfucker. Like, right. Heartbreaking at the moment, but looking back, it was like, oh, I so needed that ass whooping, right? Like so bad.
It's crazy when you look back at like your lessons, we'll call them. You know what I mean?
So
How
arrogant.
they
how
were
I
so
got that
needed
far.
back when it happened, you know. But when in the moment you're hating life, it's terrible. But when you come
Yeah.
back to it, you're like, huh.
That's when you said you were up in Big Bear after that.
Oh
one?
yeah, after that I went to Big Bro, but I want. Oh my god, you want to kill yourself because the people don't talk about it. In your mind, you think you're gonna be this undefeated, undisputed, like the arrogance you have in your mind. Oh, you're gonna be undefeated and undisputed champion of the world. So when you have that first loss, it's an ego death. Like you, for the last like 8 years of your life, you thought that's who you were gonna be, and it's like, no, it's not. It's not who you're gonna be. It's like, oh my god. So it's just humbling. Got to check yourself, but you get back up and you keep going.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
You
I think
don't feel like losing in the amateurs braces you for that, or it's two different levels?
Fuck. No. The arrogance you build, especially when you start going undefeated. I went to Las Vegas, debuted professional in Las Vegas. Every fight I had over 100 people there cheering my name, Rocco.
Yeah.
Right?
Trunks were sexy, by the way.
Yeah.
Trunks were sexy.
And then I win a
print.
TV reality show with Shane Mosley. I end up in Vegas or back in California. I think I'm back.
Yeah.
Right. And then they make that fight, and I didn't want the fight. I told them, I was like, "Why are we fighting this fight 2 weight classes above?" They're like, "No, you're gonna beat him." Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, "Okay, fine, we'll do it." Took me to Panama 3 weeks before the fight, or 4 weeks before the fight. Bring me back a week before to California, then back to Vegas. So I go Panama, California, Vegas within 24 hours. Don't acclimate, get sick. It's just a nightmare of a training camp, right? It looks cool, it sounds cool, like, but went into that fight completely depleted. Just it didn't go the way I wanted to. But
And you're fighting a bigger guy.
he was bigger. Yeah, he was way bigger. But people didn't see that on paper. Like, I weighed in eating ice cream, flexing. Like I did. I went above and beyond. Like. Yeah, I asked for the ass whooping.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's why don't you post some of those things like on your?
Oh no, it was posted. It was
on your
huge.
Instagram.
It had millions of views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to regurgitate that because when I was going through, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like you post that.
Yeah,
You were on a reality
regurgitate.
show.
Yeah, but I got
Awesome.
murdered afterwards,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of the
Okay.
comments were, "Yeah, that's what you get," you know. So it's like it was one of those that backfired.
Internet's no chill.
Bro, you know what though?
It's
No such thing as
undefeated.
bad publicity.
No,
you know?
The only thing
I'll do it again.
Jake, the
I've
only thing that's
eaten-
undefeated is the internet.
100%.
Yeah.
I'll get my chance to eat on the scale again. I'll do it. I'll go right. I'll go up with a cone next time.
So the goal still to
Roil Talk
be a
on your
world
shorts.
champion, right?
Always.
That's the goal.
Yeah. The goal is still to be a world champion. Politically, in like just through the years, I've been humbled, right? And I've gotten so far into teaching, and I don't think I'm ever gonna leave boxing, right? Like I didn't go to college, but potentially right now, I don't know. In LA, the way things are, and like so many fake trainers, and the quality of training I do, I can make $1,000 a day cash, right? I don't know what doctors are making, but that's pretty good. Like I didn't go to college, but I boxed the last 25 years. And now because of that, I have something I can give back and make money from, right? So that's always in the line, also to work with fighters. But I think what will solidify my experience as a trainer is if I at least fight for a world title, right? Of course, I want to win a world title. But if I can tell a fighter, look, I made it all the way there. These are the things not to do. These are the things to do. I think that'll help me a lot going further, right? I have lots of experience in other things, right? When it comes to boxing, but yeah, I think fighting for a world title is very important for me. That's why I'm staying in the game. And the guys I thought I beat are world champions right now, so it's like, give me my rematch. Give me my rematch, right? But in boxing, it's not like you can just say, give me my rematch. You have to get yourself in the proper position. It's political.
100%.
So,
ran by
and
pimps
especially if
gangsters,
you've had a
baby.
close fight with them, why would they want to give you a rematch, right?
That's another okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
What?
yeah, like you said, if you face somebody and you push them to their edge, if they get that W, they're moving on. They're not gonna.
Yeah.
Rocco,
They're not gonna go. They're not gonna entertain
Yeah.
a rematch with you.
It's like when you're playing a video game, right? Like you barely win, you're not gonna go back.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel like I mean don't have experience in this, but like usually like when you watch the MMA guys and they're getting a rematch, one guy's really confident because he's already fought him once. You know, like they have the game plan kind of figured out. Does it happen with that in boxing, or it could go either?
I always say the better fighter makes the best fighter makes the better adjustments. In the
That's what I mean.
rematch.
So
I've
there,
always said that.
mentally, you kind of know what you got to do or
You know what you
adjustments.
did wrong, or you just know a guy's better than you.
Way my intelligence works, I usually figure everyone out. If I don't get you the first time, I definitely get you the second time. That's why I feel like I'm a bit of a world champion in the gym. I beat up everybody in sparring.
You ain't
But
lying.
in sparring,
Right
you
here.
get a lot of. If I had a close sparring session with you the first time, the second one I dominate, and the third one I fourth, five. In the fight, it's live. You got to do it the first time, right?
Mhm.
So I feel like even though I beat that guy the first time, on a rematch, I do so much. I got him off. I know everything about him. I know his temperament. I know what makes him frustrated. I saw him lose his temper. I saw him get mad. I saw him get hurt. I've reviewed the tapes. I know where to hurt him. I know exactly where to hurt his strawberry-shaped head. I know everything about him, right? I know how he gets frustrated. I know that he dies out on those last 2 rounds. These are things that I didn't know going into the fight with a guy before. Also, I fought him with 32 day notice, right? So, yeah, going in a second time, I know I beat guys, but I hate that because you got to do it the first time. There's no excuse. Of course, I can get somebody the second time, but you only get one shot. You only get one in boxing. The fact that I got to fight one guy who's a world champion and right after another world champion, and now I'm still trying. It's almost greedy in boxing, like, oh, just go away. And I'm like, no, I want another shot. But you have to stick around for that opportunity. Right? They don't just give it to you sometimes.
How do you get those opportunities?
Making the right calls, having the right friends.
Your circles?
It's about who you know in
Yeah.
boxing a lot of the time.
So is that why like you go train at like some of those bigger like
Yeah.
name guys so that way you can get
Yeah.
recognized easier?
And honestly, I have some friends up higher in boxing, and the reason why I have those friends is I've been a good person. I've been honest, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times honesty in boxing doesn't help you out too much, but I've made those honest connections, and those people know that I'm good, and they won't slide me under the rug. If you're really good in boxing and you don't have a lot behind you, why am I going to make you fight my guy that I've been promoting? I have all this money behind. Why am I going to let you, because you're good? Like, stay over there.
Right.
Just go off quietly into the
Yeah.
distance,
That happens a
right?
lot.
Yeah,
That
no, it
happens a lot.
happens. All the best
So
fighters will get swept.
they'll
under
run
the-
from challenge.
100%. That's why you say. Why do you think they say like we're in UFC? That argument's legit to where you're always gonna have to fight the hardest guy up next. You know, where in boxing, you could typically we're good. We'll stay away from him. We're gonna go with
Well, it
this.
makes
I made
sense, like
mi-
what he said. If they got a lot of money invested in this dude, and it's a
100%.
tough fight, like okay, well, let's not even chance that. Let's
Yeah,
carry on.
it's
Well,
like
I've made the mistake of making a strong gym rep, like be the baddest motherfucker in the gym, right? So guess what? If I'm at Floyd's and I'm the baddest motherfucker in the gym, hey, we're getting a call to fight this guy, Rocco Santomauro. Oh, he doesn't have that too many knockouts on his record. Let me call somebody at Floyd's who knows him. Hey, do not fight this guy. Nope, not that guy. Boom. So I went inactive a lot early on in my career because fights would just fall through. Just fall through. Like,
Also,
didn't have a-
it could be a phone call just like that.
Yep. Yeah. Somebody wants to call and find out how I'm doing. They call Wildcard right now. Somebody at Wildcard and be like, "Hey, what about this guy? Oh, this guy. That guy's a beast. That guy's a beast. Boom, bam, boom. Okay, I'm not gonna fight that guy.
Yeah.
Right? They make that same phone call. He's not around. He's fat. But I'm never not around or fat. Right? I'm always around and in shape. Like you guys said. Oh, you look like I'm always. Everybody knows that about me. I'm always
Fight
ready.
ready.
Yeah. Pretty
Wild
much.
card is the gym or was that
wild card. That's Freddie
Wildcard
Roach's gym.
Boxing Club. Yeah, but again, I'm at Brick House Boxing Club as well. That's where I work and stay a lot during the week.
So you said
train.
you applied to TKO?
I didn't apply. They're having tryouts.
Tryouts.
Right? They had tryouts. I did a little visit on that tryout. Yeah, we all.
How
the
does
ones
that
got
work?
invi-
That you get a contract to be with them or like?
Nobody knows yet.
Nobody knows. It's all
Nobody
new.
knows yet.
Oh,
very
it's new.
quiet.
All
It's
new.
still
Oh, gotcha.
very.
All
It's
new.
still
Oh,
quiet. but
TKO's new, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
TKO's
Oh,
Nick
gotcha.
Khan, Dana White, sponsored by or funded by Turkey, right? Turkey's funding it
Yes,
for sure.
everything that I know is very. Nobody knows too much.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's new. Like
They-
he's trying to make his own league.
They
Cool.
held the
That's
light
cool.
3-day tryout over at Wildcard, right? It seemed like there was probably about 100 fighters or more invited, right? And I'm sure they did this other places throughout the country,
Yeah.
right? But
So
it
they're
was just a
putting
couple rounds sparring.
They're putting a roster up on
Exactly.
the board.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
pieces
building the
together.
roster.
They
It's
made
Dana,
me-
he's doing his thing.
Dana,
Yeah.
no, Dana
They
knows
didn't tell
what
us.
he's doing.
They didn't tell us nothing. That was just a guy with a clipboard, 3 rounds sparring, two times I didn't. Don't know anything. Of course, I put a butt whooping out there, kicked everyone's butt, but that it's not always about that.
They want to see how you act.
Who
you carry
knows?
yourself, what do you think?
Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
It's like nobody knows nothing.
I
It's
got
interesting. It's
I
interesting.
got good backers, so nobody knows anything as of right now.
That's cool. Huh?
And there's a lot of contradiction. Like all the other promotions are very against them existing, them changing the Ali Act.
What do you think?
It's very hard to say, man, because
The live golf thing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I don't know all the details on what they exactly was changed on the Ali Act, and then I know that not necessarily the big promoters, but I know a lot of schemy small time promoters that are saying the Ali Act, and they break the Ali Act all the time. They scam fighters all the time. Like,
so the Ali Act, it was put in place by our government. It protects fighters.
these guys make back deals all the time.
So it's like the kettle calling black.
It's
black calling.
it pretty much like a lot of people are criticizing Trump because they know he's boys with Dana. So clearly he has influence to where he can amend the act to where it protects fighters, to where fighters can see the books, so get paid. It just protects them in all kind. It's literally put in place to protect the fighters.
It's for transparency.
Yeah, to where back in the day, man, like it still is. Let's be real here. Boxing's ran by, like I said, it's run by pimps and gangsters. It really is.
Still is.
It still is. It's the wild wild west of sports. That's why there's no commission. That's why there's no there's NBA has commission and NFL has commission regulate. Ain't none of that. There's boxing commissions, but those are easily swayed. But you got Dana coming in with TKO, Nick Khan, and they're making them changes to that act. So like Rocco said, we don't really know what's being changed in that document that protects fighters.
I'll tell you what they're saying, though. Some of these guys are going, he's going to change the Ali Act, right? They're saying he's going to change the size of the ring.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But that's not, he didn't say that they're going to do that. It's in the stipulation, anything. From what Dana said is happening, again, I don't know exactly what's happening, is that they're not changing it, they're adding to it. Now, that's a whole different thing, right? If there's certain things that aren't protecting enough fighters in there, and you add things that are, again, I don't know anything.
Right.
But
how long has this process been going, or what do you guys see?
I feel like it's pretty recent, huh?
It's pretty recent. But when it first started, the whole California community was like, this guy's the devil, right?
Boxing wise?
Yeah. They're like, don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Right. And then he somehow managed to do an under the table, behind closed doors meeting with the California,
which was a shocker.
And he won 6-0, undisputed, like not even close.
Who is this?
Dana White.
Dana White. He met with the head person of California Commission. Oscar was saying it yesterday
without anybody knowing.
Yeah,
so
he was
Oscar
like, "What the
present.
fuck?" Like Oscar's friends with the old boy, and he was like, he couldn't believe it. He goes, "I didn't even hear it coming." He goes, "I didn't hear about this meeting and behind closed doors."
It's nobody's business.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
It's nobody's business. Let the man cook. Let's see what happens.
Wait, Dana White's doing TKO?
Yeah, he's
getting into boxing.
His. And he's hated. He's hated by the boxing community. Aram hates him. Oscar hates him.
I can tell you my personal experiences with Dana.
Yeah.
My brother, faith fighter, Jason Ingwalson, my big brother, my older brother, he after he was done boxing, he got injured in boxing. He started training different places, helping people, and he was working for the UFC center, became real good friends with Dana, trained Dana, right? I would go and visit my brother in Vegas, and he goes, "You want to spar Dana?" Right? This is a little bit, UFC was big, right? But I was like, oh, hell yeah, cool. So I sparred Dana White. I don't know, 4 rounds. I was probably 16 years old, 15 years old. You can give him a little shiner.
Yeah?
Right? Yeah, but
no surprise.
But I'll be dead serious. He was working with me. I was putty in his hands. I feel like he was just letting me do what he wanted, right? But on the back wall of that ring was pictures, like you would see at Wildcard of all, and it was, this is pre-photo. I mean, you could Photoshop, I guess, in this time, but it's Dana with everybody, with Roberto Duran, with Oscar De La Hoya, with this after post sparring, like real war pictures with them, and then talking to him. This guy knew way more about boxing than I ever knew.
He loves it.
This guy is a love for boxing.
He's always said that.
I was like, I didn't know shit compared to this guy. This guy's like how baseball fanatics know everything about it. This guy knew everything there was to know about boxing.
Well, in Boston, that's where he's from. So he was over there in the boxing gyms in Boston. I think he used to
teach. He could fucking box too, though.
Yeah,
like,
he was a teacher.
He knows as far as sparring, he could spar like any pro. Like he knows how to spar like a pro.
Yeah. And he Whitey Bulger wanted a piece of him. and of his gym, and that's where he came out to Vegas with the Fertitas and on that. Well, anyways, that's besides
who he
the
was
point.
connected
Yeah.
with. That's who my brother was always saying. Oh, the Fertitas run this thing.
Mm-hmm. And he loves the sport. Like you go to the UFC, like his building, there's so many paintings of
Is
Tyson
Fertitta still
or-
Zuffa? Or do
no
they sell it?
Zuffa.
No,
No,
they
that's
gave it to
Zuffa
him.
means fight in Italian. It's like, I think it's Italian or Spanish. I think
It
it's
used to
Italian.
show up at the beginning or the end of all UFC.
It was the beginning.
Yeah.
It pop up.
They kind of channeled out, right? They kind of
Yeah, they sold their stakes and retired or walked away from it. But he's always had like that thing. Zuffa means fight, and
Italians are fanatics.
100%. We know. And
They've been gone forever. Like,
100%.
they're still
Dude,
there.
what was the last great Italian boxer?
No, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
He's
the
right here.
Fertitas are out of the picture, and the
Yeah.
Italians be like, Fertitas started UFC.
That was a good one, Adam.
Yeah.
But you know, he's definitely stepping his foot. He's causing a ruckus, man, and a lot of people don't like the fact that he's coming into boxing now, and he's got the pockets of Saudi Arabia, dude.
I was
And
just gonna say.
I can hear
Sounds
tell
like
you
Middle
the
Eastern
cool
money's coming in.
rumors are that there's not gonna be any easy fights. So I'm like, dope, throw me in there, please. I'm begging, right?
yeah,
And the other thing, it's everybody versus everybody. It's not gonna be easy fights. There's not gonna be any hiding. There's not gonna be an A side or B side, right? We'll see.
Yeah.
what do you think about alphabet titles?
What do you mean alphabet?
Like
titles?
how where Zuffa Boxing and TKO, they're not going to acknowledge alphabet titles. WBC, IBA, WBO. They're going to talk about the Zuffa belt and the ring belt.
I don't believe anything until it's already out there, because you see how, I don't know if you, I just watch social media and I just see how close the WBC is honoring Zuffa Boxing now, and
Mhm.
oh, we praise you and we wish you all the luck, and watch them turn around and be like, the only belt we're gonna acknowledge is the green belt, the
Yeah.
WBC belt. And like
So-
WBC, right? That's
So
a
when I
great
say
move for
alphabet titles, you see like all those boxers, there's like a red belt.
there's 4 belts.
There's 4 belts. The WBO, the WBC, the WBA.
The same weight, right?
Yeah.
For the same weight class.
So
Like,
like
and the
there's all
IBF.
these colorful titles. Those are the sanctioning bodies. So the sanctioning
There's
bodies
4 ways to be a world champion.
exactly. And which was the criticism with boxing. There's too many world champions. There's too many divisions.
Mm.
Yada yada yada. Why can't we have one division, one champ? Well, that's why you have the ring belt. That's why you have the lineal title.
But they satirize that thing
yeah,
because
it's- and
Golden
you know
Boy,
who bought it from
well, Golden
Oscar?
Boy, yeah.
It's wild.
Who bought it?
Turkey.
Please, thank you.
He
Get
bought
it
it from
away
Oscar.
from him.
Oscar bought it for
Sorry.
6. So you know it
He
as
should
the,
own it.
the Rocky belt. That's what you know it as. That's the belt Rocky had, the red, white, and blue with the gold plate.
Mhm.
That's the Ring Magazine title. That's the title that's been around since Jack Johnson, Ali, Jack Dempsey, Joe Frazier. That's the belt that. to
Did
be
you
the
think
man-
that it was right? Oscar had a piece of that. Somebody in boxing that's like competing for the
It
belt.
was definitely
it was
weird,
weird, right?
shady. It was definitely shady. The fact that he controlled it. He bought that shit for $6 million, I think. The belt and the lineage and the history. And then the Saudi Arabia made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and he sold that belt to them, like the rights to the Ring Magazine, the history. So that's why, where I don't know what would be like the golf fucking in the sport of golf. What would it be like the creme de la creme? Would it be like the
Like
orange
to
jacket?
What
would
the
it be?
green
one thing
jacket?
that
Masters.
recognized the best,
Masters.
the
The
Masters, the PJ Masters.
So the Masters.
Green
So-
jacket or the
so,
red.
So picture
Green, right?
picture Saudi Arabia going and purchasing that, right?
Yeah.
And taking it to Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
and saying, well, if you want this green jacket, you got to come out here now.
Here's the thing about that silly belt is the history of that belt. It's a belt attached to a magazine. So there were already all these, what'd you call them, alphabet belts,
Yeah.
right? And Ring Magazine came out. I don't know if it came out before the alphabet belts or
That was
after.
before.
And it said, we're going to recognize who the number 1 ranked guy is, right? And then as those belts came along, it recognized the Ring Magazine champion, right? And it would, with those alphabet belts, it's hard to figure out what the lineal champ, lineal meaning,
Who's the man of the division?
yeah, like who originally had it, and like the line that it followed, like it went to this person, that person, right? Because we have lineal heavyweight champion, and then we have the actual.
So
heavyweight champion.
when you say magazine, it was a legit
Yeah,
It was
magazine.
a legit
right?
magazine
boxing.
that,
Now you didn't have to fight, right? Like they
No.
would just say, from this division,
No,
you're definitely the
right.
best, right?
yeah, and then they came out with like a little belt for it, right? So they started recognizing the champ, and it would sometimes you'd see it in the background, but you started seeing the big belts, and in the Rocky movie they used the little Ring Magazine. But again, even in the 90s, a lot of people ignored it,
Mhm.
right? But what it did is it always kept track of the lineal.
Who was the man?
champions.
Like the man, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, who was the man? But it kept also track of the lineal. No, maybe.
Yeah.
So I always thought in my head, like in the 90s, 2000s, I was like, that's the belt I want. I give two shits about these other like political belts, right? But now it's like really brought out like, no, this is a real belt, real belt, real belt. Got kind of satirized a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Especially
I
Golden-
definitely agree with you
Golden
saying
Boy.
how Oscar had it. It was kind of weird.
Like, yeah, it made it weird. Like that's you can't. It was a thing on its own. You take the thing and you make it a thing. It like ruins all the value, right? It was cool before you took it and try to make it cool.
Right.
So Turkey has that belt now. He owns all the history to that belt, and Dana White's him and TKO, they're gonna acknowledge like that's the belt,
Which is a cool thing.
Yeah.
They're
So
gonna
they're bringing it
acknowledge
to
the
like real
lineal.
life.
Mm-hmm. So that's why
kinda
you
cool.
see Terrence Crawford wearing it. You know, that's why you see Usyk. He has it on him.
But-
Like it's just it's pretty wild. So all these alphabet titles, the WBA, the WBC, they're all like kind of pissed off at Dana White for what he's doing right now because but that WBC is falling along. They're falling in order.
I like that you said bring to life because it's literally a conversation like guys like Dana, me, and Jake would have. Like, there should be one champion. Why don't they recognize the ring champion? Right? That's like a talk that we all like eventually come to a conclusion to, and then we forget about it and go on with our life. WBC, boom, bam, beam. So Dana's like, hey, that talk we had with the boys, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna recognize. So it's, and of course the other belts and all the money attached to the other belts are gonna be pissed, right? Because if the attention goes to this and not to these belts that are attached to all these promoters and all this other shit, right? It all, right? So people, yeah.
So he's almost going to make it superior by bringing it out like that.
if it works,
If
so
it
they're
works,
trying to
that's the thing.
backlash. They're trying to backlash right now, right?
Yeah,
There's a
But
lot of politics and money involved, right?
this is what always wins.
Right.
Though.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Saudi Arabia came out with Live, bro. I mean, PGA was suing them. They're telling the
Really?
players
The
like, if
fact
you go and play for them, don't ever come back to the PGA. Bro, it was
What?
bad,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
it was all kinds
It
of
caused like probably relationships ended, friendships,
Yeah.
like a lot of
Dude.
shit.
What?
It was the talk
So
of
they
the town.
told him. So you mean to tell me they told professional golfers if you go over there
Mhm,
and compete,
mhm.
you're not welcome back.
Right.
Yeah. So they
They
weren't
made
allowed.
all the players go on Twitter and say, "I'm staying with the PGA." If you were with, dude, it was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, and then but I mean, like, it was money because, like, dude, some of these golfers got fucking $60 million check, and they're like, later, we're
But bro-
out, we're going
but
to,
bro, like,
and you play less rounds on the weekend,
Mhm.
a few different rules, like it's a little done, but yeah, dude, like these guys were getting checks
And
straight, just written to them just to show up and be a
$100
part of.
million was offered to like Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson.
Well, he's like, I got that in my wallet.
But it's the Saudis, dude. They have so much money they can give a fuck.
Yeah,
They pay for-
it's well.
But now, what's funny about it is 2 years later, PGA and Liv are now teaming up for like
Of
some
course,
fucking
because they
things.
see
You know?
it. They
Yeah, of
see
course. It's all the money.
And
They
it
fucking-
sucks because like they had one guy,
No,
he's
that's what I
probably
was
one
just
of
about
he's
to
probably
do.
the most popular golfer besides Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy.
Mhm.
PGA went to him like, you need to be the face and the voice and fight this. So like he would go up by himself on like a sit down or a meeting and speak like against it and like tell all his like people that you shouldn't be doing this. And then PGA merges with them,
Yeah.
so he looked like a chunk. Like
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. Same thing with boxing. It's what they got going on right now with
and it's like, hold on, the old school don't like Live.
100%.
Old school
Yeah.
golfers and
Right.
that watch PGA and shit,
Right.
they're not really about
See, the
Live.
old school boxers, promoters, they don't like it.
Yeah,
They
but it's
don't
gonna happen, so they gotta kind of get in
You
line
gotta
or
fall in
figure
line,
it out.
dude. Especially with that type of juggernaut behind it. It's
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
dude.
this
Like,
guy's got endless pockets, man.
Yeah, he can get whatever he wants.
but the thing about Dana White is he knows what to do. He's successful.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he splashes in the water, he makes a wake.
That's why California would listen to him, right? If he goes into a close
Well, he
weather,
turned
like, well, Dana White.
a $1 million investment into a $3.5 billion juggernaut.
Yeah.
You know, he
That's what I mean.
basically
So he's
created
gonna
a
have
sport.
he's gonna have unlimited backing.
Yeah.
Find the right guy.
It's gonna be wild because I'm telling you right now, since the Saudis came into boxing, I'm getting the fights I want. I'm getting the fights I want to see. Now, granted, they're paying these guys life changing. I mean, Usyk
Shouldn't-
got
shouldn't-
132 million for Dubois.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
I-
it be,
He's
though?
gonna bring a
That's-
different crowd to boxing though, because there's a promotion that he's involved with here in California. Their bigger promotion, 360.
Yeah.
Right. And I only know because I've been to a couple of the shows just on invite in California, and they're usually at like a nice country club or something like that. And I pull up, and the crowd is not your regular Southern California
boxing
Latino crowd. I'm not saying that there's not a shitload of Latinos. Latinos are everywhere, but it was a different crowd. I was like, who are these people? There's celebrities up front. Like, it was a small club show, but it was a 360 promotion. But Dana's there, and I was like, oh, these are
big wigs.
his people.
Yeah,
He's bringing
Right.
money. He brings
And-
money in.
I guarantee when he opens that up, there's gonna be a lot of white people, I think, from the UFC, from MMA world that go, let's go to this show. Let's go check it out. I feel like the attendance is gonna be different. I feel like it's gonna bring a different crowd. It's gonna wake up a different crowd.
I feel like the one thing UFC has over boxing is a lot of the athletes attend the event.
Oh yeah.
Like versus like at a
Oh,
boxing
he
event. Like
gets
they're
it.
there, but like not as much.
No, he gets them in there, and that's why I feel like when I go to these, and these 360 events aren't big, right? Aren't huge shows. They're like club shows, right? But it's a different crowd, and it's filled, and they're really enthusiastic. It's just a different crowd.
Different vibe.
Yeah, different vibe, and you can tell that. I can kind of tell that they came there from the promotion of the event. Like, it's, I don't know, it's different.
Well, one thing I love about with boxing, one thing I hate. Shut up. One thing I hate about with boxing, like so many goddamn people in the ring. You know, there's so many people in the fucking
That's
ring.
crazy.
It's wild. You got people. It's just crowded to where you know how if you watch an MMA event, it's the fighter, the team, Dana, the ref, the other team,
Mhm.
and the cameraman,
Mhm.
and Joe Rogan sometimes.
And the sanctioning body.
And
usually
it's-
there.
but boxing, that whole ring crowds up. You
Some
got
people
bitches
bring
in there,
entourages.
You got the entourages. You got the
And
homies.
they could get in, no problem.
Yeah, like they're part of my team. They walk me out, or like there's it's a shit show.
It's
so
a show.
it's with Dana when you watch like a UFC, like man, it's a production. It's flawless. So it's interesting to see. Like when I watched Crawford Canelo, like it reminded me of a UFC fight. A card, especially the beginning, because he has those things called a cold open. You know when he has like Ron Perlman talk tonight, blah blah blah, this and that. Well, this last one I was gonna send it to Jorge. I have it downloaded it because I listen to it when I work out. It's Josh Brolin, Thanos,
Yeah.
and he's narrating Crawford Canelo. Dude, that shit got me so jacked. Because he's like, and it happens tonight, you know, and that's when it goes into the pay-per-view, but you can see that they're going to start bringing some production to it. They're going to start bringing, it's just going to be interesting what he does. I'm really I support it. Why not? Just like you said earlier, man, it's ran by gangsters. And to see it, probably one of the biggest come in and try and take over, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting because technically the first show they put on was Canelo Crawford, you know, and
So
I
they
thought
put
that
that
was,
on?
yeah, that was TKO. That was technically their first event.
Huge.
Huge. And it was a stadium fight at Raider Stadium.
Rumor is that there's already 12 to 16 shows scheduled for next year. And who is he signed with? As far as the broadcast goes,
He signed with
Paramount, right?
Yeah, Paramount.
So
So-
that's a lot of boxing on TV that he's bringing. So
So where does the zone?
people can
fit?
hate on him,
Is the
but
zone
he's about
pissed
to
now
bring
because
boxing
they
back
didn't get
to
the contract?
TV.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Regular
That's interesting.
boxing,
I don't know.
not just like huge fights. The
Right.
regular boxing. Like I just want to watch a regular fight on a Tuesday night, see who's coming up. Boom. I don't know. Maybe he does that. Maybe that's what's going on.
Well, he has his
Interesting.
contender
If
series
you
that's
just-
like
I never
that
thought
on
about
Thursdays.
Yeah,
Never
12
thought
to
about
16
that.
shows televised, right?
Right.
And yeah, doing
That's
tryouts
more than once a
throughout
month.
the country to select
Jorge,
those
bring that up
fighters.
what I sent you.
I got
I
so
sent it
many
to you.
West Coast fighters, so many East Coast fighters, so many
Yeah.
Midwest fighters. I'm gonna do shows. Boom! I got fighters for every show.
It's gonna
That's
be
what happens.
strategic how he works, man. It's gonna. I'm excited for it. I sent Jorge a video. Like, dude, it's so hard how he hypes up the fight. Like right when it goes into it, it's like you remember the original UFCs, and they'd be like, remember at the Romans?
Like Coliseum. They'd be
Yeah,
walking
he would
out
like
to the
have the
Coliseum.
sand in his hand, and he'd be taking a knee, and then he'd bring it down, and then I'll wind it from the beginning. Look at this.
Oh, I remember this part.
This is
actually.
so hard. There we go. Come on, dude.
That is
Like,
pretty hype.
he gets you jacked, you know? And so it's going to be interesting to see him.
Hey, Crawford gave him back all his belts.
Yeah, well, you do.
Those are his, like,
yeah, that's
that's-
for show.
Crawford will
Yeah.
get his own, right?
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That's for show. That's for
Just
sure.
out of respect.
I want to see.
No,
with that fucking belt, bro.
he just took it.
God, I want to see you with the title. So bad. baby.
Here's what happens. Okay,
Those are
those were all
the new
his
champ
belts.
gets new belts, right?
Yeah, if you can afford them.
You gotta pay.
Oh, you gotta pay for it?
there's a sanction fee on those
See?
belts.
You got to pay for it.
How much?
30,000 or more.
Each belt?
Depending on how big the fight is, the sanction fee probably grows
So
on the
you
fight.
have to pay to be a champion.
So I win the
Sanction
belt, and my manager would like, oh, we're definitely taking that belt home. I don't care what it's, that's a car payment or whatever, right? They'll pay for it, so we take that belt home. But you don't have to pay the sanctioning fee, and you can just take home the trophy, but it's not yours. Meaning when you lose, if you lose that belt, or when you retire, you give it back to the company. Crazy, huh?
If you're winning the fight to get that belt, I mean, I'm sure you just want enough money to pay for the belt, no?
Yeah.
When you win millions, like they get paid.
Yeah,
Of
so
these
just
guys.
deduct
But isn't
it from
that
my
wild?
winning.
You have to pay to be a champion.
So is that your belt? Once you pay for it, it's yours.
Yeah,
You keep it.
but you have to pay for every show, right? Isn't that how it works? Or not?
Yeah, but it gets crazier than that. These belts have conventions, right? And managers or your investor goes and bids for that belt. It's a complicated. I'm saying it very bluntly. It's a little bit more complicated than that. But there's 2 or 3. There's the number 1 contender and the number 2 contender, and number 3 contender. They all go, and somebody bids on that. It could be
Like to
It
fight.
could be the broadcast. It could be the zone backing you up, and they might be the one that makes that bid for that fight on that belt. Yeah, crazy. It's called a purse bid. You can look into it.
So it's about money at
yeah.
that point.
It's always about money.
It's always about money.
It's always about money. But you have to be good
So if
enough
they
to
bid,
get.
if
yeah.
they bid it right, you got to do it. Or if they,
Well, I'm confused. What are you bidding on?
like a fight.
The fight
Fight.
or the belt?
So
We
You're
all want
saying
to fight for that belt.
Right, but
Right.
we're talking
Just
about
'cause
two
you're the
different things
number
though,
one
because you have to pay for the belt itself as an entity. Right now,
No.
you're talking about the fight.
No,
right?
he's
Like-
saying
Yeah, I'm
when you
talking
once
about
you
even
have
before
that
you
belt,
get to the fight.
once you have that
to-
belt, you have to go do
You know
this.
what I'm talking about.
Do you follow that?
no. So
Before you even get into that, to get sanctioned by one of these 4 belts, your manager has to. I mean, it doesn't always have to work that way. You could beat somebody big, right?
and that's
But
just going to happen. It's going to
your
happen
manager has
organically.
to build a relationship. A lot of these, I hate to say, a lot of these rankings are phone call rankings. The manager already has a relationship with this belt. Hey, I need this fighter to get ranked. Can you get this fighter ranked? Yeah, have him beat this guy over here, this 14-8 guy, who's ranked number 9. Why is this 14-8 guy ranked number 9? Boom, beats him. Okay, you guys ranked number 7 now. Okay, right. So again, there's a lot of like,
wild,
a lot
yeah.
of politics,
Bro,
right?
it's
Yeah.
wild.
Again, yeah.
So the
Again,
manager,
it's
the manager's
who
got to be a
you
dog.
know.
Like they got to
It's who
be.
you know.
It's
yeah.
who you know.
Yeah.
So that's why the sanctioning bodies are all pissed off at Dana because Dana's going,
Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. Now we're gonna just fight to see who's
Yeah.
the best.
And
right?
then there's a chance a lot of what people would call C-class fighters or whatever get up in this promotion, right? C-class fighters, why? Because they didn't get the chance, or because they got swept under the rug,
because they
or-
were dangerous. Because
I can
hey,
be called a C-class fighter right now, even though I thought I beat
2 world
you know what,
champions.
2 world champions, very close fights, right? But they swept me under the rug.
So like
It's like
hypothetically
B-side,
saying
they sweep you to C-side.
Right.
he lost to these 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
So then he gets into TKO and destroys it. No,
and gets that fucking
That's,
TK.
that's
gets,
not that's not
But I'm
tough.
just
No,
saying.
yeah,
We're manifesting.
Manifesting.
Yeah, we're
it.
manifesting,
All right,
baby.
Okay,
We're
all
gonna
right,
be in the
all
crowd
right,
with you.
all right, all
We're
right.
champions with you out there.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be
Flip
in
this shit. We're gonna get all our followers.
We're gonna be in the ring
and
too, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the ring.
Okay.
Royal Talk.
Yeah, we're all talking. Homie, we with him. Homie,
yeah,
back up.
Well, I got a belt for you, a Royal Talk
Talk
belt.
You guys, the Royal Talk.
Yeah,
belt.
I'm like
Yeah.
Dana. I'm like Dana. Come on, Royal.
Oh, you don't think I'll come in with the Royal Talk belt? What's that belt right there?
I got the
This is
leather
Royal
one.
Talk.
Yeah.
You're like, it's an underground fight league. You wouldn't
Commission's like,
understand it.
Fuck
can't
it,
be
dude. We
just
should
coming
make
in
our
with
own,
that.
dude. A badass one.
Can we?
Just invest
Hey,
some
I
money.
think, can we? When we're
can
done today,
definitely
let's get a
make a
picture
Royal.
with him with the Royal
Yeah?
Talk belt on his
Oh
shoulder.
hell yeah, let's do it. But see, that's why a lot of these sanctioning bodies are losing
Bro,
their
don't
mind
tempt
with
me.
Dana.
I'm thinking about it now.
Oh, I'll show you the people. We get that done.
Yeah.
But a lot of these sanctioning bodies, they're pissed off at Dana because he's going like that to him.
That's money and all
Good.
kind of stuff.
Here's Zuffa. Here's the ring. You got what you wanted. So I mean, I think a lot of me personally, because a lot of the promoters are arguing. Well, like you look at Eddie Hearn, he's saying, well, you know, they want the belt Lennox Lewis hold it, or they want the belt Mike
like-
Tyson hold it. Motherfucker, this is a prize fighting sport. Fight for the fucking prize.
I got
You know what I
robbed
mean?
on 2 of those promotions really bad. So like for them to be like, oh, we're looking out for the fighter's best interest. I'm like, okay.
You're like, get the fuck. See, that's why when you see these interviews on
Really?
YouTube, they're full of shit. When you see them talking, they're like, oh, we're here to. Stop.
If they're talking about it, they're faking it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. You know, you're like, careful, drop your headphones. It's just you see
Telling
these
you.
fighters, these promoters come on there and they trying to save face for the cameras. Well, we're against Dana White. We feel like he's gonna screw over the fighter. Their number one argument is how UFC fighters get paid. You know, how they said they get paid bottom of the barrel, they do this, they do that.
So, I am friends with some UFC fighters, and I was in the room with one of them the other day, and a boxing manager, and this boxing manager said, "How are you gonna feel, if Dana starts paying the boxers more than the UFC fighters?" And he lost his shit, right?
So.
And I never thought about that part, right? So they're really gonna try to stir the pot on this with Dana,
His
right?
own, within his own organization.
Oh,
but dude,
yeah,
some
so
of
his
these
own
U-
but this
some of
guy,
these UFC guys get paid though.
this guy claimed that some boxers get paid more and more, and that we shouldn't. That UFC's a tougher sport, and in his defense, he has the right to defend his own sport all the way through, right? And they're like, we train more, we boom, bam, beam, bam. We shouldn't be getting paid less than you guys, right? So something that I wasn't aware of is this boxing manager goes, how are you gonna feel to this? I'm not gonna say this fighter's name is. How are you gonna feel when Dana starts paying? And it's not right. Boom, bam. And so there's, what if there? I don't know if you've thought about this. What if there's a strike within the company?
Maybe.
That'd be so crazy.
Well, they just had that big lawsuit, where the
A lot of
fighters,
people getting paid.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting paid. Anderson Silva got checked for $10 million or something like that, out of the blue from them opening up the books, and certain fighters get. They said the crazy one who deserves the most money is Connor. Connor, from what
Did you
everything
see him recently?
he
Did
probably
you see-
got cut out of. He probably made hundreds of thousands when he could have made hundreds of millions.
he's made $1 million on some, but he's
But
probably
like,
A million.
he
You
probably
don't know
got
how
paid
much money's
$6 million.
involved.
But that card probably made a shit ton because his name's on the end.
100 million.
So they're saying, like, numbers wise, he should get the most.
A lot of boxers some boxers are aware of what the numbers are, even though we might not ever get those numbers. We're very aware of what the possible numbers are, where some very high level up UFC fighters are completely unaware of what the numbers are.
how it works.
Yeah,
As far as, like,
and they're
pay-per-views
just
and
like
states.
they're taking their 6-figure, numbers and happy, right? But they don't realize that there's 7 and 8 behind this thing. Hey.
Well, you've heard stories. Dana White showing up backstage, giving you a duffel bag full of $1 million cash. There's stories there.
He
I've
takes
heard
care of
Daniel
some.
Cormier say that.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
I've heard Daniel
Yeah.
Cormier say that. I've heard Connor say that. I've heard many fighters say, like, you're taken care of on the back end. Like, he takes care of you. It's just very hush hush, and
I never heard that. That's
I've heard that.
that
I've heard
makes
from
sense.
Many people.
That makes.
Did you guys see
makes a lot of
Connor's
sense.
interview on the BKFC
That's a very
thing?
small bag.
No,
It was just Friday the weigh-in.
no.
Dude, he looks so healthy. He's not drinking, not partying, nothing no more. He's like
He's gonna do the White House, right?
he's healthy, and you could tell his mind's clear. Like he's back to normal Connor.
Do you think
and,
he's everything that he's doing on there is an act? Like how people are saying that he's on this and on that.
think
No,
he's
now
Connor.
I think he's back square right now. Like
you think
back
he
to-
really was
Oh, he's-
on the jump?
he-
Oh, he was. 100%.
No, I love
that boy's a stallion. He was on everything you can get.
dope.
him
I
on.
love that. I thought that was cool. But then when somebody said it could be an act, I was like, oh, I hope he didn't get me. I was like,
have you
because
seen
he's
that-
a great actor if he did.
No,
I applaud him
I
either
think he got
way.
into it,
But I'd rather that he really did do it.
he's still.
Yeah.
I think he still has he's a fighter.
Is he still married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And he
bitch
posted
ain't
his
leaving him,
dick
bro.
pic like
She
that?
lives a great life.
Oh, yeah,
Well, there's-
yeah.
There's nothing more motivating than being the promoter of the two guys that you could be fighting and like, wait, I'm out, or I have the power to get back in. Like, wait, I have the power to get back in. Right?
That's what he
it's
said
super
on the
motivating. to make
interview.
you
He's
stop
like-
everything.
Yeah.
He said his competing spirit is back. Like he wants to compete again.
Should fight
but-
Mike Perry, bare knuckle. That's the fight.
Did you see that video? He's at the F1 event. That's really F1's like the premier sport of the world. Like
Yeah.
as far as like money wise and that.
Money-wise, yeah.
And he's at I think Monaco, which is like where all the
biggest
yachts and
one.
the boats.
Yeah.
He's got his Lamborghini yacht backed in there, and he's just on the back by himself like this.
Yeah.
He has like service, but everywhere else is packed. He's just him by himself in the middle of his boat sitting
Yeah.
there, and I'm like, this fucking guy. Dude.
What a
Dude, like
fucking
I said, to get where you are because of your fists, and well, with him, your feet too. But I'm always happy when I see fighters get paid like that and beat the game. man, I'm all for it, dude.
Fuck
Like,
Don't take it away from him.
yeah,
Like,
like
He's
you
gonna
got
have-
that with your hands.
he has demons.
Some
Everybody
guys
does.
go to school. Some guys inherit money.
Right.
Some guys create a business. No, this guy did it with his fucking hands.
Yeah.
That to me is the most organic way. So when you see guys like Floyd, when you see guys like Connor, when you see guys like Oscar, I'm happy that they're where they are because they got paid. They earned it. You know, they earned it. They legitimately earned it. And because there's guys like Rocco said, there's guys out there. You said it too, musicians who are so fucking talented who will never get that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's why I'm a big fan of the guys that are coming on, taking a fight on 2 weeks' notice and shocking the fucking world. I'm a fan of that because that's just a guy staying ready for that opportunity, staying ready for the opportunity. The minute it happens in MMA, hey, blah blah blah, fouled out or he couldn't make weight, step in, got it. Michael Bisping, when he fucking fought Luke Rockhold, he just got his ass whooped by Luke Rockhold for the title. He's
That's
over
why
there
Luke-
making
that's
fucking
why
triple
Luke-
X too
Luke took it easy on him, got knocked out.
because he was already confident. Like, I'm gonna smoke this guy.
Yeah.
Michael Bisping was over there fucking making triple X2 with Vin Diesel. Got the phone call. Hey, I need you to step in for a title fight in Los Angeles. Got you. Came in on 2 weeks' notice, shocked the world, became the middleweight
And
champion
the
of the world.
crazy thing is the sacrifices behind what it means to stay ready.
Yeah.
So that means, for me, it's 6 hours a day. That's what staying ready is, right? What could I be doing with those 6 hours a day? 6 hours a day, maybe for 8 months straight without getting a fight. And then I have to go to Mexico and get sponsors for the fight and not make money for the fight. That's 6 months that's like 10 months of work. Like, if you do that hour-wise on minimum wage,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money gone, right?
Yeah.
I could have been doing shitload of other things, but instead, I wait around just for this stupid fucking phone call. So when you get the phone call, people think, oh, he just getting ready for the fight. Like, bro, I went through like car problems. I went through this. I went through that. I lost this. I lost that. And I still went to the fucking gym to stay ready for the phone call. So you're about to fight a demon right now.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Right.
So there's a lot behind staying ready for the phone call, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into
But I
it.
always say, man, you got these guys who are, you know, like I love Connor. I don't think you should fight no more. I think you're sleeping like Marvin Hagler said it best. It's hard to get up and run in the cold when you're sleeping in silk sheets. You
Isn't
know?
he becoming the prime minister?
He ran for the presidency of Ireland. I hope he gets it.
I heard
made
he's
it
like
to-
right there.
He's made it through all the hoops.
Yeah.
What
And
do
he
you
wants to
think?
go fight.
What do you think of Paulie Malignaggi?
Fighting BKFC.
No, so he just did it again, right?
He looked terrible. Did you see him after?
But he won. I did, right? And then he told his whole story about how they didn't stitch him up. They made him wait till they made him wait till 7 in the morning.
He got there at 10.
But it makes sense. He had to wait for the plastic surgeon, right? But what were they gonna do? Stitch him up, then reopen it? They could have did that, I guess. But then
Is
you'd
the
have a bunch of
BKFC?
holes.
So he just fought BKFC.
But people-
Paulie Malignaggi, former what? 140.
Yeah, he's
For-
a badass
for-
boxer.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. Well, there's a lot of people don't know about him, man. That guy had mad hand problems, and still like the way he punches like I don't want to break my hand. He doesn't. So he beats you with broken hands, right?
Right.
He's fought every world champion out there. He's been multiple time world champion, and then he's got into this bare knuckle thing.
He's
It's
past 40.
Isn't
It's
that
past
gonna
40.
Isn't that gonna be worse for your hands, a bare knuckle?
It's way worse for his hands. That's why he can't. That's why he's thinking about in his interview. He's thinking about retiring. He's like, I want to be a 2-sport champion, like my buddies over here, right? And people are like, you should retire. You're this. You're that. You're gonna this. In my opinion, like, how old are you guys?
36.
What are you guys gonna do when you're 46? Like, if you still had the ability to beat people's asses, I get it. People say you shouldn't do it. You're gonna this, that. But if you still have the full ability to do it, why wouldn't you? But what are you gonna do? But like, who's anybody to judge anybody on it, right? Usually, the people judging it never did it and will never have the ability to do it and never had the ability to
They
do it.
give
So
you the
just shut
shitty
fuck up,
opinion,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's a shitty opinion. And then some of the guys that are giving the opinion that did do it are just bitter that they can't do it, right? If this is what he wants to do and he's a 45-year-old gladiator, that's fucking dope,
Yeah.
right? In my opinion, right? He's out there doing BKB and it's his post-fight interview or on that interview, you should watch it. He's saying if you have any kind of decent boxing skills, you're gonna beat the shit out of these guys. Ooh, right? That pisses off everybody in that sport, right? He goes, the problem is if you have hand problems like I do, and your hands give out in round 3 or round 2, and you have round 3 to go, that's a long time to go with broken hands. He says, and now I'm thinking about it because in the world title, it's 5 rounds. In the title fight, it's 6 rounds. He's like, and I really need my hands for that 6 round. He's like, that's where I'm at with the sport right now. He's like,
They're making it
But-
longer because it used to be 5 rounds, so now
right?
it's 6.
So for the championship, it's 6 rounds, right? And people are like, you should retire. Look at you, Paul. He's like, and do what? Like, you guys are hating. If he's able to be a 45-year-old fucking gladiator world champ, let him fucking do it.
Fuck
Especially
yeah.
if
See,
he's
that's
he's an intelligent guy. He's one of the smartest commentators.
He's good
for sure,
commentator.
podcast.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, shut the fuck up. Let him do both. Like, you guys don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have no
My
idea.
see
No
on
clue.
that side for me, it's I want him to do it because he can do it.
for sure.
I want him to do it, like you said, 45-year-old. Fuck yeah. I don't want
But he
him
looks
to do it
good for
because
45.
He's,
He's a good looking young guy. Yeah.
I don't
that's
want him
different.
to do it because he's broke.
No.
That's the
I don't think why
boxer
a lot
life.
of guys do
Which
it.
is which is the reason.
But I'll
A
be
lot of reasons.
honest, the scariest part of retirement isn't like broke or anything. I didn't make that much money anyways, right? Is not having it no more, right? So people are like, "Oh, you're doing it because you don't want to go broke." How do you know? Have you ever done anything? Have you ever had any talent in anything? Have you ever stopped doing that thing? You miss it, right? You don't want to lose
Preach.
the thing, right? So if you're able to stay in shape, he didn't take a lot of punishment in his boxing career. Like even when he did take ass whoopings, he's good at rolling
He rolled with it.
punches, right? And he's got a gigantic Italian melon on his fucking head. He could take a good punch. He never got knocked out
Nope.
cold.
Nope.
Right? He's got So like everybody needs to shut the fuck up. They need to take into account those
Yeah,
things.
he
right?
fought BKFC.
And he's making a conscious decision. He's like, oh, I think I want to
Yeah,
keep
like
boxing.
he has.
No,
all
this
these-
guy's strategically
But
mapping
I
out everything that
I think
he's
it's
doing.
correct in what he said about the boxers will dominate over there because Mike Perry was just a decent MMA guy, like pretty good, but he could box.
Yeah.
And look what he's doing in BKFC. Like he's
But the other thing that backs Mike Perry up is he's got the hands,
Big hands.
the neck, and the head for it.
so he
He
doesn't
doesn't
get
get cut
rocked
easy.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
get
he's-
rocked.
It's like his sport, bro. He's built for that shit.
a king of
Because he can
violence.
get a real boxer and he can go bash for bash him, and he has just enough skill to stay in the game with him. Where maybe your average MMA fighter, their hand might break or they might get cut. He's not getting cut, his hand's not breaking, and his skill level is just good enough to like storm
keep up.
Normandy, right?
Yeah, no, he's a badass over there.
Yeah,
He is.
bad.
He is.
He's the
It's
champ
just-
still, right?
I think he beats Connor. Connor has to knock him out with one shot,
I
and
agree.
maybe he can, bro, because
I
it's
think he
bare
can.
knuckle.
Can't,
I think
Either
he
breaks
needs
his
to Aldo
hand or
him.
breaks his
He needs to
jaw.
Aldo him.
I think Connor on his feet with his boxing is fucking beautiful. I've already said it.
One shot. If he can do it with one shot, if it goes more than 2 rounds, he's done.
It's over.
It's
It's
over.
over. But I would love to see Connor fight him. I think it'd be great. I just want to see Connor. I would love to see him. I'm a
Well,
big fan
that
of the
was-
old school guys, man. Those are just my boys.
2016
night-
Connor was.
That's
If you
the
hadn't
night,
been there to watch that rise,
but that's the night BKC has, what am I saying? The same amount, maybe not the same amount of views, but close to the same amount of views as UFC or boxing. Right now, nowhere near, right? But if you do Connor versus
Mike
Mike Perry?
Perry,
It'd have to
it's-
be-
yeah, and you
the
stack
world
the
stops. The
undercard.
world stops.
Yeah, you stack the undercard with all the boxers, with Paulie, with all these guys. Oh yeah, everybody's gonna watch it, at least for one.
Put our boy Angel Core in the undercard.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
They're calling for him to fight the same guy he got cut from.
He should. It was a bullshit.
What's
stoppage.
his record?
I think he was 6-0.
Yeah, he just
Oh, he's
lost
got a
the first
great.
round, right?
Oh, he's got a
He
great
got
record
the
then.
first,
For in that that's a great
I
record.
think
in that
his
sport.
professional boxing was undefeated too.
Yeah.
He's like
Oh,
not that.
all
yeah.
that helps.
He was
yeah.
so he fought Desert Showdown a bunch of times.
Okay.
Yeah. So
He's an amateur boxer out of Barstow.
Yeah, amateur
Okay.
boxer. out of
He's pro
Barstow.
though, isn't he or no?
Huh?
Was he pro?
Yeah, he's
I don't
fine.
remember.
I
I think
might
he's
have
four.
met him because there's a one coach out there that usually brings the same crew.
He's
Maybe
I think he has 4 pro fights.
Yeah.
I think that's
So
what it was.
he fought this boy in Philly, got cut. They stopped it. He was able to go. It was supposed to that card was supposed to be hyped up as a war with them two as the main event, and it was up until that point. But the
The
commission
cut was
stepped in and
the cut
it
was
was on
down
top
to
of his
his
forehead.
skull.
I was gonna wear his shirt today too.
Yeah.
He walked away from it. Oh, they stopped it, and right now he's just getting ready for a fight. He's just trying to stay ready. That's all he's doing. Staying ready for the phone call. And
you definitely have to stay with because there's only so many phone calls a year, and there's only so many fighters, right? And still a small amount of fighters. You have a better record, you have a better chance of getting called. Maybe.
He did get called, right? Didn't you?
I, well, no,
No, that was a wish list
It was a
from
wish list.
they're
Oh.
like commentators, podcast guys, and they put a wish list of fights they want to see. He sent it to our page, and he's like, "Look, I'm on the wish list." So I'm like, well, "We hope you get on there."
Yeah.
We're
I
just
dude,
promoting it.
I agree with you, Rocco.
He's like, "I'm not on
I
a
miss
fight."
it,
I'm like,
bro.
"But we're
I
trying
miss
to."
it. I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it for
Well,
sure.
there's masters. I have my USA boxing license. Let's get you some masters fights.
Let's do it.
There's a couple guys at my gym that are doing masters fights.
I miss it. I definitely
Masters
walked
is
away too
36
soon.
plus
Megan's-
USA boxing amateur.
Look at her.
Yeah, I
Who
got
wrote your story?
I
And was
got I'm working with a couple guys
was
right
like,
now,
I don't
training
know.
them, teaching them the
It
basics.
was me.
You
It was
know,
all fucked up. I looked at him like, "What the fuck?"
me and Adam talked about it, and he goes, "I think you should. I think you should." He's like, "Cause you did it for a while." I'm like, "All right, so you know."
I did. I
Guys,
wrote it
guys that
fast.
see me in the ring, guys that see me work the bag, guys that see me do the pads.
You should come by the spot I was selling you by, because sometimes they're looking for help over there. And then the few times that I ran
Yeah,
the
you
class,
should.
I could have, I get some ideas for you.
Rocco used to
We'll
hold
talk
the
about it
pads
later.
for
There you go, bro. Jake, come on,
Rocco
dog.
used to
We've been
hold
trying
the
to
pads.
push
Oh,
it.
boy.
I got something for
Rocco
you.
used to be my pad guy. You know what's crazy? This is a true story. Anybody who watches me work the bag, I work the bag like you. Because when I was in the gym watching you, I learned from you.
I work the bag different than anybody that works the bag.
Dude,
you think I'm a weirdo when I
I
work the bag.
watched it. I remember.
They
I
probably
remember
think
as
you're
a
a
kid,
weirdo
I was
for sure.
watching you. You just like you do fast flurry, and you like always to the bottom. And I remember I'm like, that's how I'm gonna work the bag now. So even to this day, at 40 years old, I work the bag like you.
Yeah.
Because that's who I learned to work the bag like. Like I already had my way from Frank Figueroa how to work the bag, this and that. But when I stepped into Al's, and I watched you just constantly move your head and and I'm like, okay, that's how I'm gonna work the bag.
Yeah,
And
we
then-
keep our basic fundamentals.
Yeah.
Rocco, who's
Good.
your favorite fighter? If you could pick one or two, or what
I
do you-
mean,
like, who's your
Floyd-
goats?
Floyd, he grew on me, especially since I trained at Floyd's during the end of his career, so I got to sit through a few of his camps and see how he trained. So I really became a fan of Floyd's. I like Sugar Ray Robinson. My name's Rocco. 2 reasons. My dad named me after a movie, and Rocky Marciano. So I loved Rocky Marciano coming up.
former
Italian.
49
only
retired
undefeated.
undefeated heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Right hand.
Yeah.
What's your favorite knockout of his? Walcott.
Walcott when
Walcott.
he catches
He's
him on
probably
the
still lying
ropes. Yeah.
This
You
was
can
back in
still
the
see-
50s.
Yeah, those guys.
Those two?
I like Arturo Gatti. I mean, I like all your blood and guts.
Is it crazy? His son
There's
died?
too many to name, bro. There's too many to name. Eric Morales,
Oh,
Pereira.
hey, somebody in Tony's family is related to that.
Gotti?
I believe so.
No fucking
We saw
way.
what happened in his son.
Yeah, broke my heart, dude. Broke my fucking
Well,
heart.
did you see that? The sisters looking into. She says this happened to my dad and now him. I need so much money to look up and invest. The sister's not going for it.
Mm.
She's
Did
not
he just
going.
pass away?
Yeah, his son is 17.
And one person was around when both of them happened. The same person in common.
Yeah, the mom. So
Ah.
Arturo Gatti, who's my favorite fighter of all time. Do you remember when I got into an argument with Al when he fought Floyd? Al was like, he's not gonna fucking win. I'm Italian. We have cousins from the same country. In
I
Sicily.
have
We have
vivid
family."
memory of that fight. Watching on the couch, and I told my brother, Arturo's got a puncher's chance, and my brother crying, laughing, right? And he got murdered. He got hit with like 8 right hands straight at one point.
Yeah, he
And my
fought
brother,
Floyd
here's
Mayweather.
your puncher's chance. Here's your punch. Just fucking making fun of me the whole time. Like,
So Arturo Gatti, my guy. That's
the
everyone
whole
knows I
fight
love
was
Tyson,
a highlight
bro.
reel.
He was the real life Rocky, and they called him Thunder. Right? He used to come out to Thunder by AC/DC. Thunder. He come out, he was the king of Jersey. He fought the boardwalk.
He's Canadian though.
He's Canadian, but he's Italian.
But he's Italian.
He's Italian, but
the
everyone's like,
fuck
"Fucking
you, Italian.
Italian."
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
fucking
he would come in,
racist
dude,
as
and
fuck.
he was, dude. You could hit that fucker with an axe, and he'll get up. And he made millions.
At 135 pounds, he went
Yeah.
up to fucking 54.
Fucking 54, dude. He fought Oscar at what?
54.
54. Oscar was
Stupid.
so bigger than him. He's like, yeah, I'll fucking fight him. That's how he talked.
He looked
And then,
like this.
dude, Oscar was like, you could tell he got some shots off in the first 2 rounds, but then the size it's too big.
the
There's a
shit
reason
out
why
of
there's
him.
weight divisions, you
Yeah.
know, and Oscar just punished him. He had no reason being in the ring with him. He was too big, but he was Gotti. And
You just cheered for him. You just rooted for him.
yeah, he was just, dude,
You look like the character off of Punch Out.
100%. He did. You come in, dude, and he gave you a show. His left hand, and then he got under Buddy McGirt, and Buddy McGirt turned him into a fucking boxer.
You know I'm around Buddy all the time,
Really?
and I hear his voice, and I sometimes just close my eyes, and I like hearing him talk is almost like what's that ASM. It's just like
therapeutic.
oh, bro, because it takes me back to my childhood, and he sounds exactly the same.
When he would talk to a guy in the corner, listen to me, baby, listen to me.
Oh,
You know, that's how he
bro.
talk, listen to me, baby.
Bro, he sounds the same, and I hear it, bro, and it's just like it's so weird hearing him every day.
He turned it. They saved his career. He turned him into a boxer. So this is a true story. And back when I was a kid, when we used to come visit my grandpa in L.A., and my grandpa, we used to go to fucking Felipe's, the sandwich shop down in East L.A. And it's so he'd be sitting there with all his war buddies, and they'd be talking about boxing. And I always compared it to Coming to America, the barber scene.
Mm.
Oh, you must be out your goddamn mind. Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest fighter fucking live. You know what I mean? Oh, here they go. Every time we talking about boxing, a white boy is gonna pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. So like that's how it was. So my grandpa,
I got a good story.
he
about
would
that.
always say, Joe Louis was the greatest he's seen. Joe Louis was the fourth champion of the world, 25 title defenses. One guy said Jack Dempsey. One guy would say, oh, this person. And then my grandpa would say, there's this guy coming up. It's this kid, Arturo Gatti. So then I started watching him as a kid. And you had Oscar fighting still. Oscar just took out Chavez, and you had Oscar on the way up. I love Oscar, but then I'll pay attention to this kid named Arturo Gatti, and he was just a slugger. Well, fast forward, all these wars, dude. He can lose out of 12 rounds. This fucker could lose 11, and he could still knock you out if he caught you with that left hand. And fast forward to Buddy McGirt taking him, turned him into a boxer. Back, and he fucking beat Jesse James Leha, beat fucking Mickey Ward in that greatest fight I ever seen in my life with my own eyes was Mickey Ward versus Arturo Gatti. I highly recommend it for anybody who's never seen a great boxing match. Go back and watch the first of the 3 fights. They're all great. Against Irish Mickey Ward. It's the greatest fight I've ever seen in my life. Well, anyways, he had all those wars, made millions, got back to a world title, and as a fan, you want to see him retire. Because you're like, okay, Bubba, we're going to the well too many times. Like I'm happy for you. You haven't got to cut.
You can tell you didn't want it.
Yeah, and you got to cut. Yeah, big time.
That's the difference. So if the fighter's fighting and you can see that, then that's when they should retire.
And then that's when he says, remember when he goes, when you lose it, that's where you should retire. If you still got it, keep going. But if you lose it and that fight, you could just see it, dude. Like it wasn't Gotti no more. And Floyd Mayweather brutalized that man, like beat that man so bad to where his body gave up, but his mind didn't quit. And then that's where Buddy McGirt's sitting with him in the corner, and he goes, "Look, we ain't doing this no more. I'm stopping it." And like he's crying blood, and he's like, I can't watch you get this punishment." And Arturo's just staring at him, and then he walked away from it, and then he went on way too far. He had fights with
money fights because he's just
Carlos
a
Baldomir.
Yeah.
Carlos Baldomir, he lost. He had fights with some kid from the Contender Show.
Mickey Ward was in his corner.
Mickey Ward, who's former Rocky Story, his former villain or fighter against 3 fights, became his trainer. And
they're just making money.
Yeah, just making money for sure. And then his last fight, he fought this kid who just punished him. And it was sad. Like when he knocked him down, you could see him like crying on the floor to try and get up. It was terrible. But he retired right there. Max Kelvin interviewed him, and everyone clapped. He's like, "I'm done, guys. I love you guys." Well, fast forward, it was the night of UFC 200. Is that when Brock fought Mir? The rematch? Or was it 100? It was 100.
Maybe it's old. That's back.
Yeah, so it was that night. I was at my brother's house. We just watched Frank Mir get his ass whooped by Brock Lesnar. And then my brother called me. He was upstairs on his computer. He said, "Jake," I go upstairs, and it said Arturo Gatti dead in Brazil. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, how? And they said supposedly he hung himself with his wife's purse, his new wife, mind you, purse strap. That he hung himself, but when they found him, he was crawling on the floor like with blunt trauma.
And
to
the
his
Brazilian
head.
government held things.
Shady. They didn't help at all. They arrested his wife, his new wife, because she's Brazilian, on the suspicion, and they let her out like that. She never came back to the States. She stayed there with all access to his money. She never came back.
Right now, and the kid died.
And now the kid died the same way, and she was there.
The same lady?
Yeah.
That's their kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same way. In
Holy
Mexico.
shit. Way to circle
In
back
Mexico
to that
now?
story.
Yeah.
So, and he was, dude, his son was bad. Like, his son had a lot of love. Mike Tyson mentored him because he was going to be like...
everybody wanted to see him succeed because everybody liked his dad.
Like, loved his dad. And to see him die at the 17, supposedly hung himself.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's where Gil posted it. Gil was like, dude, mental health.
You can't tell from social media, but he looked like a happy-go-lucky kid always. Again, you can't tell from social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't believe social media.
So he met the same fate. It's wild, man. It's a
Wow.
shitty deal. It's a
Wow.
shitty deal. It sucked. What's down the pipeline for you, Pops? What's the goal?
I'm waiting to see what happens with a certain promotion. We were just talking. We talked a little
Mhm.
bit about that. I could go fight. Well, I'm managing myself right now.
Okay.
Even though I have friends and everything like
Take
that.
Joe on. Joe will represent you.
Right. I'm managing myself right now. I could go back. I just went to Mexico like 3-4 months ago just to reactivate my career because I got hung up by my promoter. So I just went down there to reactivate and it put me like number 5 in the US on BoxRec. So that's cool. If I go down there again, I'll probably be ranked like number 2, right? But I could go down there and do that before the year ends. I might do that in December, but I might just hold off to see what opens up in January. Because let's say I do that in December, I get some stupid little cut. Anything can happen in the fight, and then they call me for the big thing in January, and I'm like, oh yeah. So I might just be patient and hold off to fight in Mexico till next year. But I could take anything. I'm getting offers right now. They're just not fitting. Right, I got an offer to fight a guy 6-0, 6 rounds, doesn't fit too much, and then I go into it, and then it's a stablemate. No, he's not gonna fight me. So
Somebody
I
you
gotta,
train with.
so yeah, they don't. So
Is that
that's all.
odd to do that sometimes, or it's just part of boxing, or
It was odd for me at one point, but right now I'll fight all my stablemates.
you're ready to eat?
If you guys are listening, I'm ready to eat.
Yeah.
The
No,
demon.
I fight. I got a call for one of my last stablemates 6 times. I got the phone call on a big card, and his managers are my bosses at one of my work. So I'm like, if you guys want to make this fight, we just do it here in the office. I'm not gonna give the money to a matchmaker to do it, right? And again, it wasn't about that at that moment, but who knows? Next time, maybe we'll see what happens.
Rocco, you started fighting at how old?
12.
Right
12,
age,
12,
right
12.
age, in my
Start,
opinion.
yeah,
Right age to
started
start.
Asperia, went with Pucci forever, then Danny Jimenez, then got into trouble and went to Vegas. And I did that for,
Do you remember when that one kid came over, Gaddafi? Remember that kid?
yeah, Gaddafi Proctor. I ran into Gaddafi Proctor and Al. He fought, I forget this guy's name. He was
You know
my
Gaddafi's in
stable
prison,
mate.
right?
Huh?
He's in prison.
Yeah, I'm sure. There are
He's
a
in-
lot
I'm
of
sure.
a lot of people.
He
A lot
had
of
this
people
baby
in
mama,
prison.
dude. He had a lot of potential.
He,
And,
he
He could fight, but he didn't have no boxing fundamentals. So
Yeah.
that you're always gonna lose on the long run on that one. You
and
need
that
the
was like the
fundamentals.
one thing with Al. If Al like saw something, like he would jump on you, like to get you, And he had a couple good fights. And but I heard later on down the line, yeah, he's in prison for beating up his baby mama really bad. Sometimes you can't just take the streets out of the kid.
Oh,
It
shit.
sucks.
What are you drinking, by the way?
Yerba mate, bro. It's a tea from South America.
It's like
Mine
so
from
you put it-
Uruguay.
Adam knows.
You put the leaf on
I
top
put
like that?
I put the yerba mate, the loose leaf in there,
You
and
think
then I
your
have
coffee's strong?
I have hot
That's some
water.
real- that's like man shit, like cowboy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah,
That's shit.
this is
Joe's
cowboy.
like, pour
this
me
is
one.
like this is like a
You think that Cafe
this is like a rolled
Bustelo's-
cigarette.
Cafe
Oh, really?
Bustelo
This
is
is
good.
brutal.
That'll shit
A
on.
rolled cigarette?
Really?
Like,
This
like
is
a-
Where
like
did you-
the,
when have
this
you
is
tried
the rolled
that?
cigarette
I've
of
used
tea.
to. I tried a little bit. I kind of got into like even these right here. These
Yeah.
yerba mates.
Those are good.
Probably
Those
like
are-
300-400 grams milligrams of caffeine in that bitch.
But see, these have added caffeine to them, so
Yeah,
it gives you a different
but-
high. But yerba mate itself, it's a slow high, and then it just
It doesn't stop.
yeah.
Joe's
but
like,
you
"I
can go to
want
sleep.
one."
You can go to sleep on yerba mate. It's not like I feel like coffee's more like a drug. Like you're up right away. Like it's
I knew it was so
effective.
strong that the first time I took it, I had to shit right away.
Oh,
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, it's
drug.
one of the world's strongest antioxidants. So good for great for
Digestive.
athletes.
And
Yeah.
it's, once you get through the first cycle of it, get your body acclimated to it, but it's strong.
Yeah, it's good.
Is the water all the way up to the screen, or
I
is
think it
it
keeps
the
refilling it.
heat?
There's no
So
heat.
Oh, it's not hot.
there's a system of doing this, kind of like I don't know, rolling a cigarette also. But see, there's a screen at the bottom of this. This is called a bombilla. But yeah, it's a straw, and then it's like a reverse tea bag. I love saying that.
I feel like I actually done that.
So like eating vagina?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
s-
turn around.
You get what I'm saying?
Her sit on your face.
Instead
Yeah,
of putting
I've
a
said a
bag
couple
of tea
faces.
and then water, I'm gonna pour the shitload of tea and then the straw and then drink it like a man. And it's very earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely looks like it. I thought it was
Like-
goddamn porridge.
Like a lot of women when they drink it will pour honey on it or sugar in it.
Probably sounds good, actually.
Yeah, no, those are fire. Well, that's what that is, right? You could do glass cup of yerba mate ice and then whatever your favorite juice is, lemonade or whatever, with the straw and drink that like an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, I remember when I went to so I'm at the gym, right? So like I said, Al wouldn't put too much time into you. He wanted to see what you were gonna do. He's focused on his fighters. So when he felt I was ready to spar, or he wanted to see if I was gonna come back, he threw me in the ring with this fucking chooch. So I'm looking at Rocco and I'm like, shit, easy money, right? Because Rocco's little,
Yeah.
but that's when I had to learn.
To you, yeah.
It ain't about size, man. Skills pay the bills. That was my learning lesson, was from him. And I remember they put my headgear on, and I'm like, easy money. I'm in the corner, and I know Al's talking to you. So I'm in the corner, and we're like, ding, ding. And he tells Rocco, take it easy. Which means, give it to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
opposite?
yeah, because
The way he says it, go easy on it.
Yeah,
see?
Like, why did he
Go
say
easy.
it like that?
Like, we know what he means.
Yeah.
You know what he
Totally
fucking means.
con artist.
Yeah, he's a dude.
Everything
Wait,
he
let me ask you a
said
question.
was, yeah.
Deep down inside, did you think Al at one point was in the witness protection program? Because I had that feeling.
Al one time he said, "This is who Al Paccioni is. Or, I shouldn't say this. This is who Pooch is." He had a new neighbor, and they had a basketball court, and he'd pull up to it. He'd drive me past, and he'd be like, "Look at this basketball court." He's like, "They play basketball every day." He's like, "I think the ball's gonna go into my yard, and they're gonna walk on my grass. Pretty soon, my grass is gonna die." He goes, "You think I could, pay you and your friends to come and just maybe dent that rim?"
Gangster.
This is where his brain was at.
Gangster.
He wanted me to come and mess up his neighbor's basketball.
So the
hoop
kids
so
can't
that-
play?
Yeah.
So
that
they can
he
box.
wouldn't walk- he
They can
wouldn't-
box at his gym, but
He
don't
might
mess
wa- you look at his grass looked like shit, man. His grass, I'm like, but you can't tell him that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Did
he
he-
wore
Fucking grass looked like
Did-
shit.
Was
wore
he-
sweats, New Balances, gray sweats, New Balances, fitted black. He was jacked. I was jacked. He looked like Nicky but on steroids from Rocky. And he had his gold chain, and then he used to wear his derby hats.
That's
Right?
all- every day?
But every day. And he had fucking arms. He goes, "You think I just curl? I just do hammer curls with 25s. I'm like, get the fuck out of
He
here. Al."
challenged your ego. The first person we walk in, he challenged your ego. Make sure you don't want to fight, or make sure you want to fight right away. And then once you don't want to fight him, now he's dominated you, right? And now you're in my house.
Old school WAP. Old school WAP.
Like
Um,
I just got here. I don't want to fight you. Dude.
Yeah.
That's right. You're my bitch. Basically.
Oh, shit,
Come in.
yeah.
Dude, he come in. Remember how he do that little twirl with his hands?
Could he box?
Oh, yeah. Al was a stud.
Could he? I don't know.
He got in there and sparred with me, whooped my ass.
never-
Dude, because he'd be like, body only.
This fucker had a story. He didn't fight. You couldn't look him up on BoxRec. I forget what his fucking fight name was. He fought under a different name because of the
Telling
mafia,
you,
because of
witness
this and that.
protection. Witness protection.
Right, but his record was, I forget what his fucking fight name was. His record was like 9-7 or something on. BoxRec.
Dude, one day I remember we were in this. He remember his Cadillac? His Cadillac? He had his Cadillac?
Yes.
And then I go, Al, what's in the back of that? What's in the trunk? Don't worry about it. He always tell me, don't worry about it. He's like, I got my baseball bat. That's
Hey,
all.
You
he
never
always
heard
talks
a
about his
California guy with a more East Coast accent. Like,
Yeah,
what
well, he's
the
from
fuck?
Chicago. That's where he's
He's
from.
not
Chicago.
from Chicago. He's
He
from
said he was from Chicago.
He was born and raised in fucking San Pedro. Well, I don't know if he was born. He might have been, but bro, he got raised.
Witness
in fucking
protection,
San
bro.
Pedro.
But I'm telling you, I feel it.
Was he there after you left?
No, I feel like I left before.
No,
I left-
so he was still there at the
Yeah,
house?
yeah, I left.
You were
before.
there and back, right? You probably
Yeah.
went back. After.
and then
I was there forever. I was like that guy's main.
So hey, we go back to sparring. I get in the ring with Rocco, and like I said, Al looks at you and says, "Take it easy."
No, my chick's brother went there for a while. I think right when you stopped.
Okay.
He was-
Oh,
he
that's
was
right,
going
that's
there.
What was his name?
Yeah. Andrew?
Maybe.
He's a good looking guy like you.
Last
Maybe.
name.
Guerrero.
Maybe.
Guerrero.
So, dude, I remember they go ding ding, and I come out there, and Rocco's looking at you. He's bouncing, and I'm looking at Rocco, and I'm like, easy money, keep him at bay. Whew, wind, and I'm like, okay, reset, we good. Whew, wind, Rocco's fucking. And I'm like, whew, wind. Whew, wind, whew, wind, and Rocco's hasn't even touched me yet, and I'm already tired, right? Ding, round 2. Now he's coming to work. Bam. Okay, I'll get that back. Woof, win. Bam! 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 To where I'm like, you know what I mean? And dude, I think so, my eye closes. And it's like we're 2 rounds in, dude. I already got a closed eye. And Rocco fucking looks like he hasn't even showered yet. He's just like not even sweating. And I remember like I remember I went back to the corner and Coach Sammy takes my mouthpiece out. He's giving me water, and I'm like, Coach Sammy's laughing, and I go, he's like, what's wrong? I go, I can't hit the motherfucker. That's the problem. And he goes, corner him in the corner, work his body. Just cut the ring off. I'm like, cut the fucking ring off, Sammy. He's like a fucking rabbit, right? So I go out there, and here's Rocco, and I'm like, He like switches me, And then dude, I walk to the corner, I spit my mouthpiece out. Now I'm bleeding out my mouth, and he's putting water on my head. And I remember I was like hug. And I remember I took my headgear off, dude. My eyes closed shut, dude. And I remember Al looked at me. He was like, "Now you're a boxer," and I'm like, "Now I am." Fuck. And then I went home, and my mom started, "Ay, Dios mío," started doing everything, and I'm
Put me a meat.
yeah, I'm like, "Leave me alone, go in my room," you know. But that's why I had to learn. That was where I learned where you could be as big as you want.
Were you chubby back then?
Yeah, I was fit. I was in the process of losing weight.
How old were you?
Rocco was what? You're 3 years younger than me.
220.
I was probably under Al. I was probably 18, 17 in that range.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
in
still
that
going
range.
to Sultana.
Yeah.
Or just graduated.
Yeah. I was still going to Sultana, and I remember I was
Some
like,
Sultana
okay,
stories.
dude, it was just. I remember
You're 3 years younger than him, right?
3. He's 3 years.
Where'd you go to school?
It's fair.
So you were
Right.
15 at that time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you were 18.
18.
Yeah, I had like 20 fights. Yeah. So
Yeah, dude.
that was a
When did you
lot.
start fighting?
12.
12.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how early.
Jeez,
I
dude.
always tell everybody if you're gonna start fighting, like you're gonna start legitimately fighting, that's the age you want to start at.
Even
wanna
then,
start
I
at
felt
12,
like
training-
What's
a
a training
dumbass.
age though?
I would say any doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you're not trying to compete or be a world champion, you can train whenever.
No,
you
but
know?
like, what's a good age for a kid to start?
I would say 15.
Message to the kids, you know what I mean? For all of them.
I would say
I
15.
would, yeah, I would say before then. I would say 11 or 12.
Get them in.
Not
Start getting
necessarily getting punched in the head
Training.
at 11 and 12,
Training.
but
Right.
start learning the discipline of
fundamentals.
this
And
is your body.
I agree
This
with that.
is, you know what I'm saying? How to treat your body, the running, abs, learning how to defend yourself, just the basics, right?
Yeah.
And that'll yeah, there's a lot of wisdom you can get out of
I noticed the
right there.
greats in anything, man. When they all started as children,
They all started
you know
at
what I
8,
mean?
bro.
They were fucking just dominating. when they all-
Well, a lot of guys started at 8, and
Yeah.
there are
Mhm.
a lot
Tank
of the
Davis,
world
Floyd
champions
Mayweather.
that you know right now all started at 8.
yeah.
My brother started at 8. I felt like a dumbass when I started at 12
Mhm.
because I'm doing weigh-ins in LA where it's like primarily all Mexican and black, right? And I'm like this fucking kid in my little boxer shorts, and there's all these like little tough Mexicans with little mustaches just like bumping into me like.
That's all
And
it is.
I felt like this like loppy, like tall, like dork. Like what's going on? These like, right? So I felt like I'm coming late into this game. I should have been their age, right? At 12, I felt like I was way late when you're pulling up.
Yeah.
So
for
the
me,
later you
15.
pull up, right, you might be having your first fight against somebody who's probably been in the gym forever.
That's right.
And it might be their first fight too. But
You
it's
don't
not
know.
their first
Right.
fight.
Yeah.
It's not their real first fight. They've been fighting their whole life, right? So
you see those little
You wanna
Muay
get
Thai
in there
kids?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
it's brutal.
those fools are vicious.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing with MMA now. Get your kids grappling right away. Right?
Wrestling.
That's nothing
Wrestling.
wrong with that. There's no brain damage in that, right? Being able to hold somebody who's coming after you. That's greatest self defense for a little kid, right? Against another little kid, they're not gonna be able to do anything, right? But you can learn that self defense of not getting brain damage, right? And then as you get a little bit older, when your head starts developing, then you can start taking the shots and right. I don't feel like you should be taking too many shots before
I agree.
12, right? Not saying 12 is the best age.
Yeah, I
to
was gonna
get
say
hit.
maybe not
12's
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just
I
saying.
started at
Your
15.
brain's
That's when I
fully
started at
formed.
15.
There's been a trial and error. Terrence Crawford, Canelo, they both started getting hit at 8. So
Canelo went pro at 15.
we're
man.
the dumb we're the wrong one. We don't have their money, right? We don't have their success. We're wrong. We should have got hit when we were 8.
Yep, that's true.
Maybe we'd
This
be
is
where
true.
they're at, right?
This is true.
I'd rather be dumb
We
when
didn't
rich.
get hit.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
still
get what I'm saying?
rich.
Yeah.
That's where like a lot of people getting involved in the sport were like, well, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and like, yeah, but you didn't do it. And then look at the guys that did do it, and look what they did do. Like,
Just like
they
our
couldn't
dad
have
video.
done-
This
Yeah.
is such a waste. You should do this. They're not real stoners. It's like, dude, because you're not real. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't tell me
people
this,
who
please.
tell you. What about that video I sent to you guys the other day? Right?
Yeah.
No one
great.
will knock you down. Like, or I forgot what I fucking said.
It's
but-
the people that are usually doing nothing or are still or aren't going nowhere, they're the ones that usually the most critical.
Right. Have more of an opinion. Yeah.
Have more of an opinion.
Yeah.
Like I said, a millionaire won't judge you for starting a business.
Right.
An athlete won't criticize you for getting in shape.
Right.
But it's usually the people who are not going anywhere and are remaining still are the ones that are most critical.
I'm watching a few businesses getting developed right now, and they're sometimes they're reacting to the comments of this or the comments of that, right? But now they're starting to realize, oh man, sometimes these comments are from wackos, right?
Most of them are,
and that's what I was trying to say. Is I think 99% of the comments are coming from wackos, like the legit
100%.
people are going to keep it.
Who just wait
100. Dude, did you? I noticed a lot of the comments hates we get, dude. They can't even form perfect like sentences.
The grammar's bad.
Yeah, their grammar's so off. I'm like, if your grammar's that bad, then I don't even know what kind of person.
And they're usually a private account with like 10 followers. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
There's more people on planet Earth than ever before, right? So the amount of insane people on planet Earth used to be maybe 1 million.
Yeah,
right? And now there's
more.
8 times the amount. So there's 8 million. So you're gonna run into them way more.
Well, and they got social media. Yeah, they got the internet now. Right?
They have complete access to the world. So most of the comments are coming from them, and then there's usually a king rat, or maybe somebody who's not crazy who says something, and then they all follow that thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of rat, you guys see that video I sent you with the rat on the shuttle?
Yeah. I've seen that before.
So Haley showed me that. I was like, that's interesting. Is it in space? Yeah, I went on the boxing.
They say it's
forum.
not really a rat; it's a piece of ice that's like formed, but it looks just like a rat. From what
I went on a boxing forum and I caught this boxing. I follow him, Adi Adadipo. I fucking love him. And I was watching. He made a comment. It was him and this British dude, and they're sitting there talking about Canelo when he lost to Crawford. And I just hate that everybody's going at Canelo right now. It gets on my fucking nerves because it's like all of a sudden, dude, you're coming at the guy. It's like give him a break.
That's boxing, bro.
Yeah, it is. They get on you when you get that when you lose.
When you're on top of the world and you're at the bottom.
Oh, dude, did you see everyone coming at him? And I went there to defend him. And I said, hey, man, if you go have that same energy when you talk about Floyd, have that same energy when you talk about, I said, you want to sit there? Oh, well, I don't care what anybody says. That was a loss to Triple G. Well, okay. But in the end, on the record, it's a draw. And on the other second fight, it's a win. So have that same energy because in my opinion, I thought Floyd lost to Castillo in the first fight. I thought Castillo won. I thought he edged him by split decision. And I go, now, I could say whatever the fuck I want and how I feel, but in the end, on paper, that's a W for Floyd. So have that same energy when you come at Canelo, my boy. Bro, when I tell you that the fucking hounds, usually black guys, came at me for Floyd, like, what does Floyd have to do with this? And I'm like, whoa. And then one after another. And then I got the Mexicans defending me. That's right, Wes. Tell him, eh? Tell him. And then, dude, I'm at like almost, I think 1,000 comments.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Just to reply from?
Like, yeah, dude, I'll get in there and I'm like, fuck that. I'm like laying in bed, like, fuck that. I'm going to reply. Yeah. Like one guy was like, oh, ha, 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 typical casual. And I'm like,
that's why I don't.
Like people say, these fucking people don't smoke. Homie, I've been in the ring. I've fought. I've put men away. I didn't say that, but I'm just like, I'd give it a heart. Yeah. I got to the point where what to engage and not to engage in.
You can't learn to.
Yeah.
That's why anytime I write something, I immediately delete it as soon as somebody, because I put that statistic that I have in my head, the amount of crazy people, the amount of wackos, like the narcissists. So, and then there's the bots now. So like, what are the chances that this is a legit argument? Like, not likely. And I think if I go delete the comment, as soon as somebody goes to, yeah, but I'm like, you know what, you're right.
The only reason you need to be in that comment section is to help your algorithm. That's it, dude. So go into it with that mentality and like, you don't give a fuck about what anyone says. Just be like, okay. You know what I mean? Just fucking.
In that case, I need to just break my phone.
Is your coaching called anything? Are you calling anything? Or how do they get a hold of you for that?
You can get a hold of me on Instagram. I am doing personal training out here and in LA. So
yeah, plug your socials, Rocco. Plug everything, man. Do it. Go for it.
Yeah.
I got
Instagram at Rocco Santomauro.
That's it.
Back to the announcer. Break them down.
Yeah. Okay. And then what? At what Brick House? You said which one?
I'm over at Brick House Boxing, training people. I'm also able to train people at Wildcard and out here. But I keep most of my business over out at Brick House.
Where's Brick House at?
Brick House Boxing is in North Hollywood. It's a nice facility.
Okay.
A lot of pro boxers are out there right now. Zurdo Ramirez, that's his home gym.
Zurdo, I seen him fight. I'm Jake Paul. Me and Kay, we seen him fight live.
First ever super middleweight Mexican champion and first ever cruiserweight Mexican champion.
Yeah, he's the guy supposedly Jake Paul's gonna fight for a title.
I
That's what
didn't
they're
know
lining
that. I did not know
That's
that.
what they're lining up.
Okay.
Jake Paul's a big boy, yeah.
Well, same weight. So when me and Kay went to go see the Jake Paul Chavez fight, dude, I'm not gonna lie, that was fun. I had the time of it was just. I love being at a boxing event. It's just a good time. We had great
Sure, you
seats.
put on a good show.
Oh, dude, we had great seats. I saw Schofield fight, stud. He knocked out Devin Farmer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, first round, smoked him. I'm like, I'm sitting there. It was funny. I'm sitting next to these dudes. Me and Kay are sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm at the Chavez fight. This fucking white boy turns around. You're at the Jake Paul fight, big dog. And I'm like, hey, why'd you bring this fucking guy? I was talking to he was with this Mexican guy. I said, is this the white boy that hangs out with you at work or what? And his lady started laughing. She's like, we don't even know this fucker. And then so he was like chilling with us, me and Kay and everybody. And we're down there watching the fight. Schofield fight was amazing, but then Zudo was the co-main. And he came out. Right. Oh, dude, it was bitching. When he came out, it was Holly Holm fought. I got to see her box. Nice. She did beautiful. Who else fought that night?
It was a good card.
It was. There was this kid under Bomac. He was the stud. Terrence Crawford's trainer, Bomac. He had this tall fucking kid. Dude, he was winning every round, looking like a stud. Fucking Mexican kid knocks him out. 12th round. Put him through the ropes.
Yeah.
Like I told you, dude, it ain't over till anything could change. But anyways, we had such a great time watching Zudo fight. But then after Jake Paul came out with Chavez, and I thought he looked great. But anyways, you could see towards the end, Jake started firing at Zudo.
Yeah.
And Zero, the co-main, like you tell, like
yeah, I hope
that's
make
what's
that.
coming.
I was
coming.
hoping that make that.
So that's his best shot for a world title. He's gonna fight Zudo Ramirez. I'm calling it right here. So we'll see what happens. But again, thank you for coming on, baby.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
I love you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you, Rocco.
I just want to tell you, dude, as a friend and somebody who's known you since you were fucking 15, that I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it, bro. Proud of you too, man. This is dope. This is cool.
Thank you, man. But as like I said, I've seen you. You had such an influence on me. Like I said, from working the bag and certain things that I've taken on in my boxing career and my boxing fights, and I learned from you. And you're one of the part of my boxing life. You're one of the vital parts of it. I want you to know that. So anything that you do, man, I love you. I cherish you. I support you. Thanks, you can count all three of us. I think Jorge too. All four of us to root you on. And I want to see you succeed, Rocco, because I believe if anybody in that gym was going to be a world champion, it was you. And it still can be you. So I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Roil Talk podcast. Smoke, lift, and live. Good night.
Good night.